I'm gonna go get my fucking
When was
hat.
the last time he did that?
Good question. Here, let's get my hair back into order, even though my hair will never be in fucking order for these streams. Oh, and I'm running something over. No, it's just my carpet, and it's bad. I need to turn the lights on so that I spent so long doing this fucking Dome and Office map that nothing in life is correct anymore. Nothing in life is correct. Hi.
Dominic's losing it.
No, I lost it a while ago because I'm trying to remake this Dome and Office map because this one that was made in Paint will now no longer suffice. Why? Because I have higher standards these days. Why do I have higher standards? That's a really good question too.
What I think you need to do is lower your expectations.
True. Of myself. That you are absolutely correct.
Of all of this.
Ooh, you know what I could do? I could increase the map size on the north by several something.
By several somethings.
Yeah, let's increase the top. See, we're already well past what Dungeon Fog considers the danger zone of your map being too large. So you guys have made Dome and Novice too large, and it's my fault because I allowed this. I enabled this behavior, and it is what I would like to call no bueno.
Can it be all the bueno?
It could be. Also, let me open up actual Twitch so that I can interact sometimes with the Twitch chat.
So, Dominic, can I ask a macro question real quick?
Sure.
If I wanted to implement a disadvantage on a roll, because Sebastian gets disadvantage on his stealth checks.
Just make it roll it twice, and then maybe put like an arrow on the second roll. No, just make it roll twice, and then you take the lowest. I don't know how to actually make it do disadvantage.
Discord.
Well, actually, yeah, the sheet should automatically like you can run. Oh yeah, that's right. You run all of your stuff off of Roll20. You're one of the very few.
Do you guys want to see Sebastian's stealth macro?
Sure.
No.
And Harley, there you go. That's how it looks, or should it look.
Okay.
Why is it orange?
Why is it orange?
That weirdly didn't do the macro thing.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So
I
Did
assume.
you do this? Did you add the /me?
Yeah, I did. Well.
Okay. Oh. Oof.
Nope. Well, either way, it'll function.
Is that finally square? Guys, it's finally fucking square! the tavern is square, and now it's time to build the hospital.
Put a 5
there. Bam. That's better.
So what I'm hearing is I need to play with macros.
Oh yeah.
It's
there.
great.
Speaking of, you're gonna like this one, Harley.
And Doug all learned about the magic of macros from playing.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20 on that, but either way,
from playing Fallout games.
Yeah, leaving perception to Ocularis is usually always a good idea. Oh,
and then he got a crit, which is great.
Oh, well.
Also,
bonus to that helps.
You guys should all be able to see, or the stream should be able to see the chat very effectively, both in this. I'm just gonna.
Oh, they can see us messing around.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. They can all.
That isn't gonna ever cause any sort of issue.
Well, the thing is, they can also see all the GM rolls, which at this point I don't give one rat's ass about. Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be a great thing. Yeah, please don't type like obscenities that will get me banned into the chat. Just on the off chance.
Said at the start of Deep Rock Galactica stream, and then panicked and screamed at Dominic to turn his stream off and delete the VOD.
Yes, because they will. Recalls reading a book on survival when he was a kid. Well, reading is a strong word. Yeah, there are macros going all over the place, which is exactly as it should be.
My dumbass completely forgot to set any up before we started today. I'll have to try and.
I didn't even realize it was a thing until today.
So
it's a beautiful thing.
So Twitch has now blocked out on my. You know what? Can I just log in? Can I just? I'm just gonna log in on Streamlabs because it always does this, and maybe now I can finally fucking. Is that Twitch? Yeah, I think that's Twitch. Log in. Yeah. Yeah, check your mobile phone. Beautiful.
I think we're both agree.
There, am I logged in now? Am I logged in? Can I chat? This is me. No, not shield mode. Go away. Chatting on my software, Lameo. I know it's Lamau, but whatever.
LeMayo.
There. All right, good. We're now set up.
LeMayo.
Where the fuck is Parker?
Dominic, I'm telling you, I don't know what you expect.
I'm gonna give him
always at least like 10 to 15 minutes late.
We got at least a few more minutes of the BS time.
I'm pretty sure Parker's constant absence was the reason we started the whole 10 minutes of bullshit before.
This is true.
This is very true.
I want to see, by the way. I'm gonna post in meme dump. I added a new emote to the server because it made me laugh so much. Oh, you can't read it. God damn it. You can't read it. There's a. I was playing a Friday Night Funkin' mod, and there was a dialogue box for fucking girlfriend that just said empty thoughts, and the term empty thoughts makes me so happy.
A dialogue box for fucking girlfriend? I don't want to hear about you.
I'm gonna kick you in the teeth. I'm going to perform impromptu dental surgery using my heel.
Children or something, aren't they? No.
Hey, I won.
All right, back to our allotted bullshitting hours being used to map out good Dominavis instead of shitty Dominavis.
Technically, 2 more minutes of bullshitting.
4, 8, 11. Oh yeah, great. That's 11. That's 11 wide. Incredible.
Nothing will ever replace MS Paint Dominavis. I say, despite only having 1 session's worth of experience in MS Paint Dominavis.
It's gonna be the roadmap for everything else.
Right.
So when are we gonna build the castle?
Eventually.
One day.
Dom's just like, whenever we get to it.
When we get to the castle, which will probably be this season.
We will eventually take over this kingdom.
Maybe.
The kingdom.
Building a whole ass castle that I was just never informed of.
Essentially.
Oh, there are all sorts of plans.
There are lots of plans.
Don't know about.
Plans that were made like 2 years ago that.
Or half a second ago when nobody was paying attention.
Right? You just say, "Hey, we've always been planning to wipe out all of the cave canaries in Fiorane."
It was always part of the plan.
It was always part of the plan. You were just not
very dangerous species to decide to make extinct.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
That's a lot of text.
Roll 20 is incredible.
That's a lot of mental damage right there for me.
Yay! I can cast spells.
God damn it. Alright, so Dungeon Fog is now doing this thing where it's allowing me to put rooms halfway up a grid square, and it really bothers me.
Something I don't think I ever got to mention, because I looked it up after the last session of Valentine, but I found out that apparently natural weapons do still count as weapon attacks for the purposes of spells that require a weapon attack.
Oh, do they?
I was looking it up because Curse of the Fallen Blood Puppet for the Blood Hunter, or Curse of the Fallen Puppet, whatever it is, I don't remember, says that when you can make an enemy do like one last like dying attack or whatever before like truly dying, but it specifies weapon attack. So I was confused about that, and I went and like asked on, I forget where, but I asked on some forum, and most answers said that natural weapons do still count as weapon attacks for stuff like that. So technically, if we were fighting multiple dragons at once, and I was playing Kadora, technically, after we killed one of them, I could make it attack another dragon with like a bite or something. I don't know.
Nice. Okay.
Very incredibly specific scenario.
So
As
flailing
you know.
appendages of doom.
Oh, crap! Parker is still not here, and I will be very, very poopered upset about this. I will be honest.
I will say there have been like 3 or 4 times, at least that I've been around, that we started without him because he was taking so long.
True.
No, for for the natural weapons part, that actually might not be a bad spell from the grab.
Oh, alter self?
Yeah. Because sure, I can already change myself, but I don't get any natural weapons or so.
Yeah, you don't get the weapons add-ons.
Yeah, and then that'd be like a cool bonus. And that way, someone's like, "You're not a Dragonborn." Fuck, I ain't.
The fuck I ain't. What are you? What are you? The dictator on Dragonborns now, shit ass?
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That I'm trading that out for something. I'll figure out when next level up.
Kunj can never be a true Dragonborn until he can.
I'm not even sure what level that spell technically is.
It says second level transmutation, which I technically could grab. I just would have to swap something else. Free whatever school spells.
Uh-oh. So we may have a problem.
What?
I think that the Dominovis Lodge might be slightly too big.
Oh.
just minorly somehow.
Well then fix it.
We're in the process of rectifying this situation.
Did the kobolds add some additions to our place? Oh, it feels weird. Feels a lot
No,
weird
I think I'm just I think I may just be stupid.
I mean, we already knew this.
Well, if I do this, it's the correct size, but also it's touching the jail, which was not part of the plan.
And also, I get a bonus to attack.
We can't peep in on the prisoner.
Oh, this is what I would like to call not a good situation, boys. Let's just add 5 feet to the right side of the map. Because why not? Let's just make this bigger. The current map size is 72 by 80 grids. Because why not? Oh. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to this is it. If you guys wanted a good idea of what Planes and Quest is like, it's this. It's 15 minutes of bullshitting while we wait for Parker.
Episode 1, the absolute fucking shit show.
And while I do this, I am making a map of Dominovis that is gonna not be finished by this. Oh, by no means is this going to be finished in time. But
fucking grinding shit out.
I think that the Kunj's office just won't be finished at all. It'll just be missing. It's there. You just
no, you're there. It's just having a tender kiss with the lodge. I can make the walls touch.
That way I
Or
can
it
go
would
out
be
of
more
the
apt to say I
alleyway.
don't want to make the walls touch any longer. They're supposed to essentially be 3 units of space between the two,
Mm-hmm.
and
But
there is not.
I do remember designing a lot of this as this is a rough sketch.
This was absolutely a rough sketch. In layman's terms, I was not doing good. I was this is what I would like to
How
call
many hours of Trent math did we do?
like 2 hours of Trent math just for this. Okay, edit shape. We're editing the shape of the road, and now it
I'm
needs
totally
to go.
not addicted enough to macros that I have made I have made 4 different macros for each level of Divine Smite.
If you're
Oculars
not-
finally looks up from the book. 18.
My perception roll now.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
Whole reason he isn't always perceiving things is he's just too busy looking in the book.
Oculars
Beautiful.
can see all, and he hyperboles everything.
Ocularis uses his special eyes.
Look with your
Well,
special
they're only
eyes.
special if I cast a spell.
My brand.
I had to get the cream for that though.
Squirt some cream onto your eyes, and suddenly you can see a whole lot better.
Well, it's mushroom powder and a few other things, and suddenly I have true seeing, which just what you want to give the guy with a plus 15 to perception is. Oh yeah, I just see through all magic for a minute. Hello, sir.
Good day.
I can smell you.
Mushrooms do wonders for the eyes. Did you know?
I don't know why I was just reminded of that, but fucking the Morgan Freeman voice. I can smell you. You know?
I can smell you.
No. It's not that sensual. It's just I can smell you.
I am.
Gotta get it right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
If I could give Oculars my blind sight sense, I totally would give him to him, just so that way he'd be that much more ridiculous with what he can see.
Damn blind sense. All right, there's the bathhouse.
Oh right, I think it was the bat folk thing I made that had blind sense.
Someone tried to
Blind
sneak up
sense
on
is
him, and
so
he got-
fucking OP.
That is
Just so
unless
you know.
It is.
Make a really
Yes, it-
fucking loud noise, and then suddenly they're like completely. What was I think? I'm trying to remember how exactly I had that set up. I have the document around somewhere.
I just can imagine one of us trying to pickpocket him, and he has that. And he's just like, "I see you."
Why
I
are we
see you.
pickpocketing it?
Yeah, I prefer tremor sense. It's not quite as broken because if you hold still, you disappear, but you still get
Yeah,
the fun of I see all.
Yeah, that sounds more balanced.
But
Tremor
if they
sense
hold
Tremor
very
sense is nice.
still, they just
Or
vanish.
fly over you.
Yeah.
I'm
or
pretty sure
fly.
you guys have an armor piece that gives you tremor sense. Somebody does anyway.
Alright,
Uh,
the thing I made for it was echolocation. You have 10 feet of constant blind sight as long as you are not deafened. As a bonus action, you can screech to briefly increase your blind sight to 30 feet. This can only be done once before rest.
It's short rest. Oof. Needs to be long
Okay,
rest.
Don't you fucking Dominic? Don't me, because I distinctly remember going over all of this with you.
I don't remember
Anything
because
that
I'm
is
bad.
in this document, you okayed.
I should also remind people I have a pot that brings anything I plant in it to life after 30 days.
Oh.
It was given to you by a gnome.
Yep.
No.
And I don't have anything that gives me tremor sense, but I can detect heartbeats of any other living thing.
That is true. That is true. Both Alex and Parker and Doug and Dusty not being in campaign 1, they don't get access to the special hearts unless they're given to them. And I think you guys did give out some of the hearts, didn't you?
I don't know.
Yep, say fair. See, that's why I'm asking. See, because I don't know.
I know I have at least 2, because I have my Changeling ability 1, and Crimson Rebellion, which lets me just basically go, oh, there is something there. I don't know what it is, but it's alive.
It is there, and it is possibly powerful. Possibly. We
I
can
also
find
have
out, maybe.
Smooth rock ring that blocks charms and is impossible to find my true info. Can't read my mind or speech.
Yeah. You got that for completion of personal quest stuff. Yeehaw.
I got that for kidnapping a man and turning him into a guard at our town.
He's not a guard. No. The guy is now working, I'm pretty sure, forgery stuff. The other guy that you got from the cult is the guard captain.
Ah,
Alright, I forgot. I also have a vial of black ichor that I think is from one of the fucking mold creatures that we had to deal with during the Halloween thing.
oh
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
that's one of the things I've been going to do since
I-
season 1. Try and dye my Dire Bunny cloak with the weird black ethereal glass stuff I have.
Oh yeah, that's right. God.
Yeah, I actually don't have much on me right now. All I have listed in my inventory are the regular outfit, the beak shot, my weapon, the robe of scintillating colors, 13 vials of homebrewed poison, paralysis poison, experimental elixir, fucking 32 empty vials, 100 blowgun needles, bunch of fucking generic.
Okay, I have to add
shit.
Parker. Where the fuck is he?
A silver spoon. Or no, I have 7 silver spoons. I don't know why. Uh,
Or
You're feeling fancy.
component pad, poisoner's kit, alchemist supply, water skin. They're the only 2 things I actually have that are like outside of my, I guess, like class stuff and I picked up currently on me are the key, that vial of black ichor, a dragon amulet with a gemstone in it, and a nugget of gold.
I
Oh
saw
right,
the
and 5 scrolls of dimension door.
I saw the sand surge on leather armor, which is really great because if we're in any place with sand, I can send a wave of sand at people and do damage. And it's very comfortable.
Wait, what?
Did Parker answer me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he saying he's on the way?
Oh,
No, he says he has a project due that he has to work on.
what the?
I'm going to kill. I have given the ability to kill.
For the audience. For the audience, see where was it? Where did you post talking about starting this week?
Yesterday.
Where is it?
Like,
Well, no,
pretty
which
sure.
channel,
Oh, campaign post, probably.
well, I looked in campaign post and
I
Oh,
remember
maybe not.
that because that was the day I was under my car throwing things. So I didn't see it until I came inside. And Dusty told me there was something.
It was somewhere. Campaigns and games.
no, where the fuck?
Yeah, actually, where did I post this? What the hell?
Wait, hold on. Maybe if I search at everyone in the. Okay, here we go. It is in campaign post. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh, it was a lot higher up than I thought it was.
Oh yeah, that would be on the 6th, so 6 days ago.
I have
then-
a lab during that time frame currently. Could do it a little after 5 though.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well,
it's a little after 5.
Well, you know what? I guess
I might put the sus icon on Jamberman right now. I'm that upset.
just do it. Just do it.
I'm not going to do it. Okay, well, it's been almost half an hour. So I'm gonna log out of Dungeon Fog. Although I did get most of everything set up, which is nice. Now it's just putting in the interiors of all of those buildings. I guess I could leave this open and we could discuss that at a later time. Also because Dungeon Fog has this weird thing where like some props are good, but other ones are you're not gonna get them because Everything has to be overly paid, and if I had extra casheroni, I would pay for everything, but unfortunately, I'm bad. Anyway,
Zero armor.
Ooh.
so, as of right now, I think we're good to go. Is everybody good to go? Do you think?
I think so.
I'm good.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. Then I think now might be the time to get that started. So, hello everyone. I'm going to, just kind
Does
of,
that work? Nope, that doesn't work.
okay.
Yep.
Shifting over.
Real quick, sorry.
God damn it! Alright, well, I guess I will fucking wait! Ah! Okay. I guess it's time to put some stairs down in the Dominavus thing then. And let's quickly check up on the thing. I guess I could open a second thing for the chat, but here we go. Current date and time. It is it was December 28th when we last left off, right before Christmas
God
actually.
damn it.
What happened?
Oh god. No, I'm laughing at macros.
Yeah, I'll always laugh at macros. Those are the best. So we're actually going to start this off.
That didn't work either. But either way.
Yeah, well, you know what? We'll do this on like the new year. 7:49. Yeah, it's been a whole ass year since the party initially started. We're back, bitches. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Unrecognized command. How dare you?
Unrecognized
How
command.
dare
Hey, welcome back, Alex.
There we go.
What's the haps, Bibbidi Babs? Are you good?
Something I probably shouldn't get into on stream. Just
Okay.
shit.
Well, then let's not. You still gonna be good to play, regardless? I should probably ask.
Unless things start getting louder, yeah.
Ooh. Okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started then, since Parker apparently will not be here this week. Unfortunate. But, welcome back to Planes and Quests and the campaign, The Hooks of Hinzelitis. Good morrow, everyone. It has been a long time since the last episode, and I'm not entirely sure when that was, though I think I could probably find out if I just pop a little bit over here, and I go to VODs, and we go to P's and Q's Season 2, Episode 33, my god. There were 33 episodes of the last season, was downloaded on November 2nd. Holy moly. So we have been gone from this for a long time. So yeah, welcome to the start of what I'm calling Season 3, and this is going to be the final season of The Hooks of Hinzelitis. As in, from now until the end of this campaign, this season will remain, because at this point, it is time...
Whether it takes 15 episodes or 200 episodes.
Yep, because honest to goodness, I can't give myself an excuse to take another break for 6 months. So, it is at this point...
had Fallout.
Right? Don't worry, if you liked the Fallout campaign, it is going to be played every other week, unless Cameron is a poopy shitter, in which case we will be doing normal P's and Q's.
Hey, fuck off! Fuck you!
Hey, fuck you, Gabagool!
Hey, fuck you, Gabagool!
Gabagool. I did the wrong hand signal for Gabagool.
Either way, in case Cameron forgets or so to work on it, we'll be here.
We'll be here. So, we're going to do a quick full-on recap of the story so far. But before we do, let's go around and let's do a reintroduction to all of the characters from this campaign. And I'll say, because they're in order kind of on the overlay here, let's start with, I think it's almost in timeline sense, but I don't remember. So let's start with the top left here. This beautiful blue iguana, Sebastian. Cameron, why don't you introduce him?
Overlay. I should probably tune into this stream. Hold on 1 second.
Give me a second, Cloudy. It's loaded or not?
Hi. Oh, thank you. A peacock commercial. Thank you. Anyway, yeah. My character's name is Sebastian, being played by yours truly, the idiot known as Cameron. Yeah. Blue iguana, Sebastian Glade, a paladin of Bahamut. Not the smartest or not the smartest person in the world, but he tries his best. He's an excellent fighter and protects the people he cares about.
Especially
And he
his
has
dog.
Anger issues. And his dog. He has anger issues as well, but he tends to try to keep that under control as much as he can.
Sebastian.
Now that I realize Divine Smite is a free action, I'm going to be doing a lot more fucking damage.
Yes, Sebastian Glade, the Paladin of Bahamut, who, during his time so far, has achieved many things, including but not limited to punching a puzzle because he was very upset, defeating a gigantic undead lord with his buddy Ocularis. He has helped a kobold raise himself to paladinhood. Thanks, Doug. Thanks for letting me know you like the layout.
I do like it.
But on top of that, there is a kobold in his charge who is very, very good at being a paladin himself now. They traveled possibly back in time, which that was a thing at one point, to do a little bit of a challenge for Mr. Sebastian. And he has, in no uncertain terms, also helped kill plenty of things with lots of damage and lots of holy smites. And the dog has probably a lot of money and better armor than it should. So let's move on to the next on the list. Ocularis, how about you introduce your character and yourself?
I am the all-seeing bunny bard. I write the book, which is one of the most feared arcane items in this game so far. Yeah. Other than that, I'm the quiet guy who occasionally does something funny in the background. It goes through the hidden door that wasn't supposed to be there.
He's also carrying the mighty pickaxe.
Yes, I carry the mighty pickaxe of chest smiting.
Ocu-
Prominently on the top of my bag.
Yeah.
Ocularis is definitely one of the most special of our team members because he's kind of an enigma. He's weirdly quick to anger, so much so that he may have at one point poisoned an entire town. If you want to find out if he did, go back and watch all of season 1, please.
Watch season 1. Yep.
But Ocularis has also been held a hand in defeating an eldritch bunny beast, and that is where he got his coat that lets him jump real far and is also
Eldritch
gross.
Beast of which he wears the skin.
He also got great revenge against a man who stole his face, and his dime novel will one day be read around the entire world and will likely be the only surviving legacy of this group of great heroes.
It has been read by kings.
It
I
has.
want you to know that.
It has.
It
Has been read by kings. Whether or not they have believed him is up to interpretation. So next down the list we have our intrepid magic item and gem salesman in training, and I believe you are a warlock, Jen. Jennifer.
Wait, he has a
Jennifer.
full
I'm
name?
Right?
Yes, I have a full name.
I'm just learning this.
It's in your journal. It's right there. You can read it.
Read the journal?
You should. There's a lot of your potion shit in there.
Yeah, I read that part.
Look, journal, characters.
Shut up, let the man introduce
uh-oh.
himself.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so for the most part, I'm a traveling merchant. I favor my jewelry crafting but I have picked up carpentry on the side lately. Something about fixing wheels.
Just a little side
Yes, that's
hustle.
right. The side hustle.
The side hustle. I'm also a genie warlock, so I get to do fun things like hide in my ring because it's my magic lamp, and other fun things.
Indeed. Jen has once stolen an entire room. And I mean this. This is not a meme. An entire room, right down to the fireplace, from
He's
somebody,
stolen
and
multiple entire
stuffed.
rooms, actually.
Right, and he stuffed him inside of his ring because he gets to do genie bullshit. He can also snipe somebody from legacy, like huge leagues away. That's depth, not distance, but you get what I mean. He can absolutely eldritch snipe you from wherever he is, and he is also quite, as far as I know, he's quite adept at a lot of different things. Though everybody kind of just use him as the gem, ooh, that's how much that's worth, kind of deal. Is false advertising a crime in these times? It depends on what you're false advertising. Depends. Jen has also done a lot of work searching for his missing family. So much so that they may have found them way, way, way in the most dangerous country on the planet. So we'll have to see. Speaking of Jen, the person who came in clinging to Jen like a barnacle, Kunjiat.
Ouch. Hello. I am.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not actually. I am Kunj. I am a very sneaky, very questionable. I'm just reading chat. Very elusive dragonborn that isn't a dragonborn but is a dragonborn.
Has been two separate dragonborns now.
Yeah, because Kunj is a runaway slave, runaway from his former master, who, for whatever the reason may be, hired assassins, take him out.
Mystery
Yeah, one of
afoot.
those assassins is our friend.
That's true.
Yeah, and
Friend.
yeah,
So hell yeah.
yeah. Kunj was able to convince one assassin after we brutally murdered his whole squad and almost brutally murdered him to join our side.
I
Go ahead.
you go on. It's your moment.
I was gonna say, okay.
This is gonna be all of this.
I'll go. Okay.
Yeah, go.
That was after we after Kunj infiltrated a base and poisoned a lot of the tenants in that base that were bandits, and he did it beautifully. Just one of my greatest feats. And he has a pet cat named Ember, and he's also a detective. Yeah, that's Kunj.
All right, Kunj has indeed done quite a lot. The token thing that he has been doing is getting the party sent, have assassins sent after them. But I kid, of course. Kunj does cool shit like slide off the back of an Ocularis T-Rex and stab things. He does all kinds of cool shadow shit. He's a real sneaky little boy, and he now has a wax cat who follows him around.
I forgot to mention also, he's also a follower of Bahamut as well. And shares violation with Sebastian.
A little bit, yes. Whether or not he will continue to follow Bahamut's laws will eventually be seen. We will see. He's a fucking weeball kind of guy.
I think he said a fucking meatballs kind of guy.
Meatballs.
What the fuck is that?
Well, because you're a person who is here and are, present, let's move on to the newest newcomer of the group, Salira from the mysterious Gleaming Isles.
not so mysterious to me, but or well, not me as a person. I know I as a person still know jack shit about them, but I play Solera. Solera is a artificer and plague doctor and owlin, though one of those is not a profession. It is just what she is. And I make a lot of poisons. As I mentioned earlier, I currently have 13 vials of poison in my inventory. But if I believe I'm remembering this correctly. I wound up in with everybody else because uh, I got Solera got attacked by fucking pirates and basically picked up by a random passing sailor boat and brought back to fucking what was the town? Shit.
It was Helm's Folly in Balbot.
Right. But yeah, brought to Helm's Folly and saw a bunch of idiots crowding around a fire, roasting a void
Ugh.
bath.
We were making hot pot.
Yes, you guys were
remember
making the opposite of hot pot, whatever the cold version is that I can't remember. With
There was
regular
something
fish.
about gazpacho?
It wasn't cold.
Is it not a cold? It's not a cold thing, but
No,
it was
it's
basically
a hot dish. It was basically whatever the sailors couldn't sell. They just
they would
threw
throw
in
it
a
together.
pot, cook it into kind of a jambalaya thing.
And wharf crabs.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like a jambalaya like dish with wharf crabs and
Oh, right. And so I should mention another prominent something that has become prominent about Solera putting her apart from everybody else. I have like 4 pets.
You do. You have a large number of pets right now that you
Where do I
alternate
have
between
them?
depending on your mood of the day.
I have a list
Oh.
of them.
You probably do somewhere. And in fact, wow, check it out in the journal. There's a list of several of your pets. Let's see, there's Sekre, which is the only one that we currently have listed, actually. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, well, did you look at that?
What?
You fucking trying to get on me about
I
something?
know. It's my fault. It's been 6 months, okay? Alright? I forget what I have and what I don't have. Oh, and yes, wall salamanders.
Oh, right, okay. I have Jeremy the rat, who I think his only skill is that he is very perceptive.
Yes, he can see
Uh,
very good.
I currently have I swear I named it, but I currently have the scarab just listed as scarab.
I don't think you did
uh,
name it, actually. I think you were waiting to have a good name for it.
I know I named the land drake, but it's also not written here. Hold on, I know I have that.
Uh-oh.
Some
Oh, no. Nothing can see as far as Ocularis does.
Gildora.
They taste nummy in my tummy, and they are free. Wall salamanders. I don't think God sees what Ocularis sees. Not in this universe! Nobody knows what the gods can see anymore. Plot!
And also,
Plot!
I should mention that my pet raven Sekre can cast spells.
Indeed. Magical creatures for sale, and you were like the only one who bought them. Sebastian almost killed one of them for plot reasons. And true to Cameron's nature, it was a cat. Anytime
Poor cat. Yeah, my cat.
Look, man, it could have been tied to an evil god. He had to make sure that he didn't have to smite the wax cat.
Understandable.
When I hear it came out of a portal involving chains, I was like, yo, that cat's fucking sus. No.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's a
Yes.
different story from Paladin Glade seeing a demon cat and going out of his way to just kill it. Sebastian had a reason to be skeptical of this.
I was literally
Particular
going to
kitty.
say, by the way, Mr. Doug, I was going to mention your rat that I couldn't, or your mouse that I couldn't remember the name of.
Well, to be fair, I forgot him as well. So I was looking at him. That was the fucked up thing. I was looking at my character sheet. It's like, oh yeah, I have mouse.
There he is,
Oh,
mouse.
right,
Jamberman
Yeah,
is
that
small. So yes, Solera, the newcomer of newcomers of the group, the Potion Master and the Bestiary Master, essentially Helena Walker as an owl at this point. he or she, excuse me, has had a hand in the destruction of the bandit clans inside of. God, these chats are so distracting. I'm trying to fucking exposition, and I just hear, "Could I palm him like a basketball?"
A decent portion of
Yes. So, a lot of stuff. Salira's current character arc is learning to appreciate the pickaxe of chest smiting.
no, because that will never end. That is an arc that will never conclude.
Well, God has given permission to Sebastian to smite anyone who is a non-believer of the pickaxe of chest smiting.
Okay, I don't have to agree with God.
That's true. But you might eat smites if Cameron is feeling as ballsy. No, but yes, Salira.
I don't think it was necessary to put a fucking hole in the king's floor.
Oh, it was very necessary. You will learn eventually. But one thing about Salira,
in the wrong place one of these days.
Amidst all of the memes and funnies, Salira is, in fact, looking for something to help, and she left a cloister of alchemists because, and I quote, they were fucking stupid, and they would not allow you to perform outside experiments.
That is not a quote. That is not a quote.
That's a paraphrase. That is a paraphrase.
I believe. Yes, I believe the more apt version is that more or less she got bored of doing extremely, repetitive, sterile, as sterile and clean cut as a lab in this sort of era can be.
Yep. And you need to get outside assistance or outside experimentation done. But beyond that, speaking of experimentation, which there is weirdly none, we're going to be talking about Jamberman, who is not here, and so I get to be the one to say all of the things about Jamberman. Jamberman, kind of
Fireball.
No.
Fireball.
Jamberman,
what's the one with the 70 damage?
Disintegrate.
Right.
And lightning line. I don't remember the name of the spell. God, I should remember it. But anyway,
he's just a dingus.
Jamberman showed up during the initial plot of season 2, where he was kind of along for the ride during the, hey, we're gonna pay you to stop the war between Balbot and Valheim, which, spoiler alert, they did. Jamberman makes a name for himself by being somebody who has a lot going on that he doesn't really talk about. He is a fan of damage-dealing spells. He is a wizard with all of that stuff. He is a fan of using similar tactics almost for everything, including breach and sear and flying away from his problems. But otherwise, he is actually a fairly helpful member of the party damage-wise. Whether or not he is a glory hound is yet to be seen. I mean, kidding. He is very much a glory hound, though he has still yet to find real time to settle into the party in this weird place called Dominavis, because shut the fuck up, phone. I'm the best streamer. I'm the best streamer, bro. Hang on. Let me turn off my phone volume and just turn it on to vibrate. There we go. But Jamberman has yet to really settle in to all of his new friends' real lives. And so, guess what he's not going to do this session either? He needs some time to join in and be a member of the Bool Squad. Oh. Okay. And so, we bring ourselves to the end of our character introductions, and it is now time for the Spark Notes version of everything that has happened so far. In the before time, the very beginning of time, about a year ago, everybody who was in the original squad that matters, which is Sebastian and Ocularis, were meeting up with a man named Regis Hartfield for an auction of special objects that were found during an archaeologist excavation. A few things happened, statues came to life, and an artifact in the shape of a heart was stolen. With a couple of people who would leave them, Ocularis and Sebastian went to look into such a thing, and it turns out that an old undead defeated king had been brought to life and was using the stone heart to bring statues to life to wage war against what was originally his kingdom. Through a lot of puzzle punching and a lot of heart collecting and 100% just fumbling,
It was
you guys,
all like Super Paper Mario up in this bitch.
it was. You guys got through to the end of it all and killed that king. But plot twist, the king was under the puppetry of another being, something that called itself Hinzelitis. Beyond this plane, somewhere, there's a being made of chains that sticks its hooks into everything, from various creatures on Earth, or the mortal plane, excuse me, to we aren't really sure. The goals are henceforth
To
unclear.
King's advisors.
Indeed, it's been a wild ride, and in fact, once they were done with this, and a few things here and there, they went on behest of Valenheim's government to stop the war between Balbot and Valenheim. It turns out that the main advisor to the king, a man named Farkron, was also under the control of Hinzelitis. And in one fucking encounter, with absolutely no chill, they basically got that man free and foiled Hinzelitis' plan inside of Balbot. It was basically a story speedrun. And so they used the rest.
Like has anger issues.
Nah, it was more or less Farkron who was being puppeted. Like it's a lot of stuff. Regardless, they used the rest of that season to clean up a lot of story stuff, which I will kind of go over later. But I think that up until now, that should be about it. During the last session of last season, they had just got done doing some Halloween stuff and finding out about some rot monsters that were being brought up. And it could be possible that an old friend turned enemy now has been utilizing a dark kind of magic to wreak havoc for unknown purposes. But that was in December of the last year, or whatever the name of that
October.
month is. It was not October, actually.
It was, because it was the
not in
Halloween
game.
episode.
Not in game. It was December, the 12th month of last game. We are going to be kind of zooming in a little bit after that, just a few days. But as far as character stories have gone, Sebastian earned his crystal heart by doing a trial set forth to him by Bahamut. At that point, he has earned a bit of favor with his god, and now he is currently going after something that is very, very personal to him, and we can get to that later. Ocularis managed to, of course, as I mentioned before, stop his imposter at some point, and that imposter is now working as a documentarian, or what, like a notary? His job is to handle documents in Dominavis. Let's see. Jen, you are currently, as I mentioned, looking for your family. You found out that they might be hanging out in Lost Vale, the snowy country. Kunj is currently trying to avoid being murdered by assassins and knows of the assassin's main base in Rukrot, which will be something they will have to deal with at some point. Salira, you are currently kind of just hanging out.
Chilling.
You haven't found anything related to your backstory
Like,
just
I,
yet.
like I have a goal. Like I do have a goal, but even my end goal is nothing compared to basically everybody else.
Salira is vibing. Jamberman had a bit of a thing going on. He got a special gemstone from a contact of his, and it led you to a buried wizard citadel inside of the sandy lake of Balbot, the dry lake. And
that obelisk thing. Did we set that up last time? I don't remember.
Yep, it is pictured right here as a blue square directly out the front of the lodge. This is
carry it around in my ring anymore.
Yes, though you do have the smaller object that you can use to teleport back and forth.
To be able to see Dominavis right now?
Can you not see Dominavis on the Roll20?
Not on Roll20. Yeah, we're just looking at Fiorane's map.
Do you want to... I hate myself. I forgot to move you guys.
Hey, look, it's us! The Blue Iguana!
Hey, a map!
Yes.
Let's go!
let's do a really quick talk about Dominavis, because here's the funny thing: they got gifted a few things for saving the country of Fjorane. What's up?
Right? This is the old one, right?
Yeah, this is the old one. I don't have the new one just yet.
Stuff.
New one is in progress.
As
As
all that
of
fucking time you spent.
I know, right? All the time was spent skeletoning out this whole story. Anyway, and writing Fallout, which took a lot of time. Anyway, Dominavis is literally their town. Well, I was playing Ark with Cameron, okay? Dominavis is their town. A town that they established for misfits in Fjorane, just to the west of Wind's Rest. That rhymes, and I am the best. So, they've spent a lot of gold and a lot of time building this place up to be what you see before you. Sebastian has made himself an inn. Celira is currently setting up a lab and has a bit of a storage space underneath her bedroom in the lodge. There's a detective agency.
That's not just a storage. Hold on, that's not just a storage space. That's Gildora's room.
Gildora, yes. It's Gildora's treasure hoard room.
Basically, what I'm going to make as my own personal bank and put any excess gold in there, so when we come back, Gildora can sit on it and feel proud.
So Kunj is building a detective agency. Ocularis is probably in his room committing war crimes. Kunj is
crimes the first time.
Literary war
it's
crimes.
He's creating war crimes.
Jen
That's a better term.
also has not set up anything yet, as far as I'm aware. But
Building
those
a table and stuff. But that
you
was
were.
it.
You were building a table. And as far as this place has become a home for a lot of the NPCs that they've taken a liking to, and I mean a lot of them. They really liked an Eric Cochran vulture who was a magic shop owner back in Balba, and they just said, "Hey, yo, you want to come work in our town out in the middle of fucking nowhere?" And he was like, "Hell yeah!" The spirits deem it so.
Is that what the fucking magic item shop guy was a vulture?
He was an Eric Cochran vulture, yes, and he was decorated in bones and beads, and he was, ooh, yes, the spirits say that you will buy from me.
I was actually just about to say, when we talk about how with him, just as I was about to go buy something from him, the shop was right after Cameron decided to just tell him to pack up that day and leave.
Yes, that's right. He
I
left,
had
and then he went to get a magic
until
item.
he got back here to be able to buy any magic items.
Yes, indeed. But probably more important than a single Eric Cochran vulture is the party's obsession with kobolds. Because, oh my god, does this place not have an overpopulation of kobolds at this point? Not only will the kobolds... Sorry?
I said there's no such thing as too many kobolds. Sorry, I'm being
True.
very interrupted.
It's fine. It's fine. But yes, the party has a lot of kobolds here who will eventually be working the Amalite mines, a special ore that was discovered as part of the story. But not just
Only
that.
if they want to.
The
Only if they
kobolds...
want to.
There have been a lot of kobolds that have been brought from all over the place. The most notable being, of course, Boga was an original stay here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the site of the town was originally the site of the last kobold camp in Fjorane because the rest of them had been murdered to death. Yeah, fun. So they built them a place to stay, and Chief Sartza, who is the kobold leader, has been hanging out here, helping with guarding and, hunting for food and such. But also, they rescued some kobolds from a mountain ruin, and those mechanical worker kobolds are here also helping out with the mine and such. I believe the leader of that one was someone named Tikyek. Yes, a purple
Notice Rick
kobold who...
Pearson has a peas icon.
Yes, do you not remember he was P-Man?
No, I remember P-Man.
You forgot P-Man?
Oh,
Rick
I know
Pearson.
P-Man.
Rick Pearson is the guy who works as the chef at the Blue Iguana Tavern and Inn.
Sorry, who?
P-Man.
Oh, right, P-Man.
He came with a couple of other people, like Gerald and Lester, the humans and the like. Gregory was the cultist that was rescued and put to work as the guard captain. There are several goblins who are remnants from a bygone era. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else really important to talk about at current. I don't think so. Oh yes, the party has been through quite a number of adventures. One of which, ooh, my camera unfocused weirdly. That's weird. Uh, they've been through a number of things, including but not limited to taking ale or drinking ale on a boat full of tribesmen, and then meeting their god. So that happened. They killed a phoenix dragon, an undead one, inside of the vault of Balbot. It was not 2 turns, it was more than that, and I know it was more than that.
Like 2 or 3 turns.
It was a short amount of time, but that was because Sebastian got a haste spell and basically injected himself with liquid cocaine.
I'm pretty sure it was only 2 turns. Like, is anybody gonna back me up on that? Like, I swear to God, the dragon only got like 2 rounds of its attacks.
Yeah.
It got
it would,
a little bit more than that, I think.
I'll say it definitely would have been faster if we could had prepared, but you know some people don't allow that to happen.
Jamberman was a little bit gold hungry.
That was.
Yeah.
And so I think that just about covers everything. And if I missed anything, you can feel free to check back on all of the different episodes. I'm going to start re-uploading all of them to the YouTube. All of Season 1 is not there. Some of Season 2 is. That will be rectified at a later date. Yeah, probably after this this stream. I also realized I meant to be recording this entire thing, so it would be in higher quality, but I didn't. So great job, me.
Fuck.
So made a shitload of ginger beer and raspberry whiskey.
Yes.
I got lots of stuff ready to go.
Sebastian fancies himself a brewer.
I just want to say, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. I just wanted to mention this real quick. While we've been, talking and stuff, I've been idly, grinding out stuff in Kingdom Hearts 2. And I just got a notification from Xbox saying that 15 items on my wish list are on sale.
Wow.
Huh.
What the fuck is happening?
A lot, apparently. Gosh.
Also, Sigurd, you gotta introduce yourself.
Yes. Sebastian's dog, both in-game and Cameron's out. Sigurd is part of the squad, quite literally.
There you go. Good
Puppy.
No, he can't roll dice, sadly.
No,
He could. He could, maybe.
Go for it.
He would probably eat
I
him.
mean, he could theoretically swat at one and it would roll.
True.
But-
So, we're going to zoom in, and it is the dawn of the new year. Holy shit, a crit on Carpenter's Tools. Yeah, your table is fantastic, by the way.
Fucking bomb
Mine
ass
is
table.
done.
So, it is currently the first of the year of 749 AC, and it is 8 a.m. The previous night was a night of celebration. A few days just after, God, my fucking hair. A few days after you guys had celebrated your victory over the rotten creatures far south of the city of Surd. Now, you guys had spent some time over those last couple of days just doing a bit of mulling around in preparation for a great celebration that would happen at the end of the year at the Blue Iguana Tavern and Inn. Everyone was there, all of the kobolds, all of the humans, and Dwinton was shaking his beads around, proclaiming that the new year was going to be heralded by the spirits, and it was all around a great time. You guys can get a nice bit of rest, and it is now the morning of the new year. And to be entirely frank with you, this year is going to be your year. There is a lot that can be done. There's a lot of mysteries to be solved, and a lot of, bad guys to kill. But the question
finally
is,
getting a girlfriend in 1 second. 749.
yeah, not me. Exactly. Because I technically cannot. I am God, and Godship is lonely.
God takes no lovers.
God takes no lovers unless you're Zeus, in which case you put your penis in anything that moves.
Zeus did not take lovers, he took impregnable things.
Jesus Christ. Anyway. So, again, it is the morn of the first day of 749. The snow has fallen heavy around Dominovis, as it is a very alpine environment, and the world, as the title of this episode says, is your oyster. What is everybody going to do at the start of their day today?
Well,
Uh,
first, I know
well,
that I'm going to be running my tavern,
I
waiting for
I think
customers because I've got
I thi-
things to serve. Actually,
yeah. Coon's just gonna be in his detective agency, still working on a conspiracy board of everything that has been going on with the Henselitis shit,
True.
and kind of connecting dots and all that stuff to everything. I don't have it physically, but I'm using whatever camera made as a basis of it.
At
speaking
this
of
point, by the
gardening,
by, everything should be
has
constructed.
has what I discussed with you bore any fruit?
What would that have been, if I might ask?
Well, I mentioned to you that what I would like Sebastian to be doing in his free time while this time skip is going is writing letters to the various contacts we've made throughout like our adventures,
Yes.
asking them to report any suspicious Hinselitis related activities
Okay.
to us.
Indeed. So we'll go ahead and gather a little collection of things that you would have heard. The first thing that you have heard that is of note is that the country of Valenheim has hence been pretty untouched by a lot of what's been going on outside of the world, besides, of course, hearing about the things that we'll go over in just a second. It seems that for both plot and for mechanical reasons, because I am also playing in a game in that country, nothing's happening in Valenheim. Convenient. As for Balbot, you've already taken care of what appears to have been the only thing of note there and stopped the war. As for what you've heard around elsewhere, the country of Beyond has had its iron stores heavily depleted by the war with Balbot, but so far it seems like it could be pretty well off, though there might be some weird things going on with some place called the Mahin family. That is the only thing that you've really heard about, and that needs some further research.
Okay, the Mahin family.
I'll type that out in chat for you. So yeah, the Mahin family.
Fine. How many? I don't know if I noted it down anywhere. How many like spaces in the garden, like the Poisoner's Grotto and the greenhouse? Because I know obviously those are for growing various plants.
The Poisoner's Grotto and the garden are what you would have access to. The greenhouse is for regular food. Let me see. I actually have it written down somewhere here. Locations, Fiorane. Not here. Where is Dominovis? Hang on. Let me collapse the entire journal because oh boy, there's a lot. Do 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 do. Making your way in the lump today. Dominovis, is it in characters? No, it is not. It should be maybe.
Fucking
Oh god.
Dominovis ends up being like the fucking base in Black Clover where it can just like rise up out of the ground and start fucking
Oh
walking.
god,
and
right.
chicken.
Not businesses. God, see, I have to search through all of my stuff. Locations. Urane. Settlements. Oh, here we go. There's the stuff for Dominovis. Yeah, the garden. Let's see. 500 square foot garden that houses several medicinal plants. 20 plots within housing plants that produce a unit of the plant every week. So you currently are using it to grow cactus flower, gelsemium, balbroot, and cactus. Yeah, cactus flower, gelsemium, and balbroot.
Okay, I did start doing it then. Okay,
Mhm.
so I need to make a thing in my notes for. So that's sorry. Did you say 20 or 30 plots?
There's 20 plots.
Okay, is that between
Of
both
which,
the grotto and?
and the garden, I believe. Yes, both of them. The Poisoner's Grotto, I think, is actually part like lab, and the garden is attached to it. If you go to locations, Fiorane, Settlements, Dominovis, there is a list for the garden, and you can actually see the plots that you've already done, if you want to take a look at that.
I think after Coons does a little bit of the evidence board, he's gonna head over to the Blue Iguana.
Okay. Oh, and sorry, we do need to get back to what Sebastian was asking. So, beyond, you have heard that Rukrot, as you actually learned when you were in Balbot, it's currently facing a serious undead problem. Like, holy moly. It's become very dangerous to actually, exist in there. You forgot there's two of you writing the book. Yes, Ocularis has a shadow clone copy that he can use to continue to write the book at double speed. So let's see. With Rukrot, that's what's happening. You've heard about an undead menace that might be a bit strange. And in the Gleaming Isles, pirate activity has increased to such a rate that it is becoming very dangerous to even travel there.
Okay. Well,
Those
I
are the
think
very
then-
important things.
All right. So, do you mind if you type that out so I can put that in my notes?
Oh, sure.
Just
So,
make sure I,
I'll item it out here. Beyond, there's the Mahin family. There is
I wrote that down.
Rukrot. There is Undead Problemos. Gleaming Isles. Pirate Problemos. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
That'll help if that helps you sort it out. And Kunj is gonna take some time to enjoy some time at the Blue Iguana. So how about the rest of you? What are you up to? Jamberman is staying in his room because he has the flu. The blue flu.
Again.
The blue flu.
I'm currently
You done
attending to
smurfed?
this garden stuff to make sure that I have all this remembered.
Indeed. Oh, and I believe that the journal for you should be accurate on what you have and haven't checked out. So if there is something in the journal that doesn't have potion stuff on it, you could feel free to spend some time checking that out as well. Should you want to, of course.
Okay. So what I've written down in notes is the Mahin family possible connection to Hinselitis unclear. Massive undead problem in Rukrot should investigate, and a pirate scourge has taken hold of the Gleaming Isles, could be outside influence.
Indeed.
So, yeah. I have a question though, Dom.
Sure.
Unrelated note. In this time of me working my tavern with actual stuff to serve, have I made any money serving food and drinks
Probably.
at my tavern?
Let me see. I don't think it's been up and running very long. The completion of the construction and moving in of all of the items probably only completed less than a month ago. So I would say at this point, I'm going to say nothing yet. I'm stalling for time until I can come up with something more definitive.
Alrighty.
Though any of your actual alcohols, if you want to sell some of the ones that you've already made, you can certainly do that.
Well, I wanted to continuously making the same alcohols while the time skip was going. The rye beer and the ginger beer, not rye. beer, and
Your
the
brew
raspberry
for the
whiskey.
raspberry whiskey and ginger beer aren't going to finish until the 10th and the 17th of this month. In there, respectively. Though, judging by the output here, you are going to have, let's see,
I know
with
this
that
guy.
alone, 500 gold worth of alcohols to sell.
I know this guy. You're about to make some money once Coons gets there.
I've got a few things of alcohol that I made before that I still have around.
I have gotten the thing down.
Why is this
Now,
being
how
so
many
weird?
days have passed since I initially planted all these things?
I'm not entirely sure, so we'll say that so far it's been probably. I'll be nice and say let's go 1 week, because I know you did it near the end.
Well, I didn't build the garden, right? The garden was already here.
Yes, but nobody
Oh,
had
sure.
planted in it yet.
Well, so yeah, but so I'm pretty sure I planted them. I assume the first day I got here to Dominava. So was
Yes,
that,
which was recently. It was a week ago.
okay. So I have broke even on invested plants.
Yes. So you should have 2 of each planted plant.
Oh right, holy shit! I forgot to check my ingredients page on my sheet. Holy fuck!
Yeah, there may be a lot.
Alright,
Okay,
still have no idea what the
fix
Phoenix
that.
Dragon remains do. I don't think. That's going to be.
You did test them, and they did something weird. You did succeed on the
the
test.
same thing that the chain dust did.
No, it was not the same thing that
Well,
the chain dust did.
The same sort of thing.
Yes. But just to remind you, in case you had forgotten, it did create a puff of flame inside of your test kit that took the shape of a dragon. So you should be on the lookout. What I'm trying to say is that you should be on the lookout for something that does something similar.
Buddy.
Let's see, where's the
It's alright. I think I'm also going to be just hanging out at the tavern with casual stuff on. I don't think I'm gonna. Sebastian would need to be wearing his armor 24/7.
Indeed.
He's got his sword on his back, however.
Always. Like a witcher. So how about Ocularis? What are you up to today?
I'm probably sitting in the tavern with my echo writing the book, looking menacingly at people in my bunny hood.
And at this point, it's mostly the current residents of this town, and so they're fairly used to your tomfoolery at this point. Though a few are still not quite as, shall we say, acquainted with you. Yeah, accustomed to it.
I actually have 21 vials of that rotten ichor.
Oh yeah, that's right. You collected a lot of it.
Okay, what did I test that yet? Let's see where.
You may have.
Sebastian is going to wait, however, for everyone in the group to be present in the tavern, and then he's going.
You
to
did, by the way.
Reveal.
Yeah.
He's going to reveal the information he received from our informants about the undead problem, all of that stuff that we discussed prior.
Jabberman floats in the room like he's a garden gnome being hefted by one of the Gmod gravity guns, and he just kind of floats in the middle of the room while you listen to this. He's
Fantastic.
literally in lawn gnome pose.
Fantastic.
See. Which was it the? Oh wait, no, the mole moss. The whole thing of it being rare was that it was basically impossible to grow, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine I can't just plant that in my little garden.
Yeah, it says
day.
here impossible to cultivate, which I
Okay. I don't
Buddy, you're
have-
okay.
I mean, I guess I could plant more of what I'm already growing. There wouldn't be any harm in it.
Well, so Sebastian has shared the details of what he's found with everybody over a few morning mugs of I don't know, some breakfast. I don't think it would be too difficult to assume that in any case
Delicious
it would
peas.
some delicious peas, some morning scrambled eggs with peas.
Peas. Peas are delicious.
No, they are
Sorry.
delightful.
They're just.
So with that information, I don't know, what does everybody do? I also didn't ask what I believe Jen was going to do this morning.
Well, I'm assuming I finished up my 3 carpentry projects that I had, which was a table, a chair, and a bed.
True. I think you could have done that easily over the course of the time skip with some
My
good
bed
dedication.
was stolen from a bandit.
Yes, it was, and you are proud of it.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise than that, I think I want to head to the mine and see if I can pick up some of the amulite or whatnot.
Ah. Okay, so you could spend a little bit of your time in the morning before everybody meets up. Let's say the travel there probably takes an hour, so it would take you about 3 hours to get back, and it'd be probably 11 a.m. when everybody really got together. But yes, you could certainly go up to the mine, and it looks like the kobolds that you had rescued from their workshop in the mountains have been hard at work getting things kind of started. They haven't got a whole lot yet, but at your request, they are able to grab you. Tell you what, we'll roll a d4. Yep, they are able to grab you a unit of the amylite ore.
Okay.
Come on, whole unit. God damn.
They're still in the process of getting everything started for proper excavation.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that
That's
is
okay.
in.
I was just wanting to have some so I could possibly make a ring out of it.
Yeah, it is. You get a whole 1 pound chunk. So.
Okay.
So yeah, you can slowly start working that ore into something. Now, reminder, what did you end up doing with the forge?
I
The
believe.
mobile one.
Doesn't Sebastian have that?
Yeah, I believe
think so.
Sebastian has it.
If I remember correctly, he was pretty protective over it when we found
The
it.
Clockwork Forge, yeah, currently Sebastian's holding on to it for personal reasons.
It is still usable, I would imagine. I think somebody cleaned it up. But I'd have to remind myself.
We haven't done much with it. I thought, well, I thought only Ogi could activate it.
No, it is openable by anyone. But the crystal heart that did activate it, which is gone from your possession now, is nowhere to be found. Likely
So
still with
currently
him.
It's a useless cube until we can get the crystal heart.
I said no such thing. It is still useful. It's just that the heart made it better back in the day.
I misinterpreted, my bad.
Okay, yeah, I have planted everything I care to plant, and I should probably find a spot on that thing to mark down the date that it started growing, so it's easier to keep track of stuff.
I'm trying to find it in our list here. I can no longer find it in the list of objects, which is weird. Oh, the Clockwork Forge.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me for some reason.
I can search it. I forgot that I can actually search it.
Don't lick the microphone. Don't lick my mic.
The current date is just 11749.
Helpful. Helpful, Roll20. Thank you for showing me the results of my search and not just the folders. That is stupid. That is stupid. Why wouldn't it just automatically expand the folders, Roll20?
Alright, well, yes, with that planted, or with all that planted, do I have anything
weird
that even needs checking out? I'll just give one look through my list, and then I guess I'll stop holding, everything up, and I'll head to the tavern as well.
So let's see. With that done, we will say and kind of like skip forward that everyone is within the tavern, and really it's at this point that I think you guys are gonna have to come up with a plan on what you guys would like to do going forward. You guys can obviously spend some downtime here, or obviously head out and seek adventure. So,
well, doing what fantasy bartenders do, as Sebastian wipes down a mug, he's going to announce, hey, I actually learned a fun bartender secret as to why they do that. So, and either way,
and keep your secrets.
Well, the secret is that bartenders tend to do that when people are talking to them about, like, say, their problems, so that it feels more natural. Whether not like somebody is actively paying attention to you, it's more or less like somebody gets to rant while the bartender just does his thing. It's kind of like a psychology thing, but as he does that, Sebastian's going to propose, well, here's the situation. All of these different crises going on in the world. We do have one thing that I believe we must prioritize, and that is finding Jen's parents.
Well, we did
Um,
spry on them, and they looked like they were doing okay,
That is correct.
What they are.
but they were up in the north, and we were going to get some cold weather gear and stuff before
I-
charging up there.
yeah.
Well, I'm equipped for cold weather. I've got fur inlaid all over my armor, so I'll be warm.
And
The thing
you'll
is that I'm worried if they're up in that uncharted territory, their situation can turn very quickly. They could go from okay to absolutely not okay in the blink of an eye.
Well, they've been up there for quite some time, haven't they?
True, but anything can happen.
Yeah.
And I would personally feel more comfortable if they were somewhere safe.
And I mean, it would probably get us away from those assassins. I doubt they will follow us way up there. I hope not.
And if they are, then props to them for being so persistent.
Oh, we ever hear back from the one guy on possibly finding a map to start our journey into there? What's his name?
You were looking for a map to I need to set this up so that it's only showing the player view, because I need to get some things done on the next go. In fact, can I? Would it be? Why isn't it possible? Yeah, Regis.
What's the
Just
guy we
not.
talked to?
Just not.
Regis is usually your point of contact for those kinds of things. Let's see. I don't think that you guys actually did get a chance to look at any maps of the area yet.
No, he was going to look into it, but first he wanted to do that exhibition of stuff we did for the town.
Yes, that's
Turned
right.
into killing the spooky trees.
Indeed.
What was it that we blew up last time?
An artifact thing.
Yeah, it
camera-
was the Mind Stone? Or was it the Heartstone?
It was both. You guys destroyed both of them so that they could never be used again.
Just fucking got a bunch of beads of fireball, crammed them all in a little pocket dimension and blew it the fuck up.
Technically, I can go back to that pocket dimension.
Indeed, but it is also full of magic item dust. There's nothing
you
left to
open
really
it and-
collect.
You open it and just like a huge cloud of like black ash just pours out.
I mean, he's gonna clean it at some point.
Well, I think I had to open it back up to make sure they weren't in there.
Uh-huh.
Here, I'm gonna do something really quick.
Which takes me a whole day to do. So we blew it up, then we're like, gosh, camp out the night so I can open this up again and check if they're still there or not.
Right?
Uh,
Let me try this.
Hey,
Uh,
Dom, you've got Firefox up on your stream.
It is? Yeah, I know. I'm trying to actually fix this so that I can get the player version of this going. So give me a hot second.
as much as I love
Did it actually
Hey,
show up on the
visit
stream?
back to the Gleaming Isles, I have a feeling that we would encounter some troubles on the waters.
It's likely. It's likely we'll encounter trouble wherever we go. But then again, we're equipped to deal with stuff like that.
Well,
And
when you encounter trouble in the ocean, you wind up getting fished out of the sea by a passing boat and wind up getting stuck with a group of, quite frankly, just insane idiots.
Sebastian looks towards the door. The door's over there.
Before we go on with this, do you have another cobalt worker for you?
We have lots of kobolds working here.
Okay, I'm gonna ask for them. Hey, can you give me something strong real quick? I'm gonna need it for the day.
Oh,
Oh,
I
you meant in the tavern particularly. Okay. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you meant
yeah,
in the
exactly.
town.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking specifically.
I have 3
'Cause it's like-
human workers
Okay,
in the
well,
tavern.
I'm still gonna ask them. Hey, before they get started, can you give me something to numb this?
Hey, this is Solera and Sebastian, not Dante and Danny.
yeah.
It's still,
Sebastian will
there-
serve you, Kunj, some of his regular whiskey that he brewed a while back. So, you want it on the rocks?
Yeah, with you two, let's watch this unfold.
there is some
Sebastian will
antagonism,
give you a
but
whiskey on the rocks.
they don't start shouting at each other. Like,
Are you sure about that? So remember, simply you two having shadow contests with each other.
the only time I can ever remember Solera yelling at Sebastian, it was something about God, we went somewhere to talk to somebody, and God, fuck, because I remember I think Kun snuck into the back while we were having that argument because it was distracting the people at the counter, but I don't remember what that was
I
about.
also do recall Sebastian getting slapped
Yeah.
outside of the pet store.
Yeah. So
Was that the pet
how
store?
much?
I thought that was the thing. Oh, it was the murder mystery thing. We went to where the guy owned, and
How much gold, Sebastian? Or
Uh,
what do you want?
for people in this group, it's free. I don't charge any.
Alright.
I don't charge my friends.
Alright.
we'll kind of just be cycling money back into the same pool.
Yeah.
Essentially.
It would be just moving from us to wherever we're storing it to back to us when we're like, dang, I really need this thing.
But right, I do need to see if I can find I guess anyone, but I was gonna say kobold to tend to the garden while I'm not here, so I get back and everything's not just dead, but I have like fucking 50 million things of everything.
I'm pretty sure I should probably also hire some kobolds to help out with the detective agency so they can do some jobs while I'm out and about.
There's not an unlimited amount of kobold labor in this town, so be careful.
Oh, yep,
I
there
have
is
a
not.
lot.
I'll have to come up with a questionnaire
So
to
in other
test
words,
them.
what I'm hearing is we have to kidnap more NPCs.
Always
We'll have
kidnapping more
opportunities to
NPCs.
kidnap, and we'll have opportunities to kidnap people when we adventure. Before I leave, I need to finish training up my workers here on the brew stand so they can continue making booze while we're gone.
As far as I am remembering, I think they should be good to go at this point, shouldn't they? Didn't you send them
Maybe.
through a whole bunch of training during during some
think I
done?
did.
A
Are they
training
done?
montage.
Yeah, they did. I have it marked down. Yes, I did train them. Fuck yeah.
That you did
Uh.
something. Yay!
Congratulations.
Well,
I also need to think about hiring a carpenter to construct more furniture for the tavern.
sorry.
I don't know. Did you see that fucking awesome table? in the...
Oh yeah.
My big old work table that I made.
That is a pretty fucking cool table. I don't know if we need to hire anybody.
Hey Jin, I will pay you to construct furniture for this tavern.
Okay.
To be
I
fair, that
just
was
gonna have
it
to
was
steal
amazing.
lumber and have time.
Well, when we have time. My vote for the next step in our little venture here is to go and save Jin's parents. But I will abstain from further voting. You all decide.
As a reminder
Abstaining
on
from voting doesn't really mean anything when you've already voted.
so
Nobody asked your opinion.
in
Well, wait,
reference
I
to
did
that,
actually ask your opinion, but not for that.
let's see, because I should have, I believe, and let me grab my own personal notes for this exact thing as well. But you guys do have a bit of a what was it? An encoded message, if I'm not mistaken.
We do.
From what was that again?
Yep.
That ooh.
Yep. I believe it was actually from Jin's it had to do with Jin's parents, I believe, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
believe
right,
it was,
yeah.
note from Jen's family. You went to
Yeah.
Sint Fall, the librarian who lives and works the secret archives underneath Surd's castle, and there is either one of two meanings to it. Either it looks like it could possibly be coordinates, or the word Gialum.
Huh.
That should be in note from Jen's
and
family.
journals.
Yeah.
Nope, from Jin's family.
Yep.
Okay.
That's at least what. Because I think I was able to get. Coons was able to get the coordinates, but then we had to go to the librarian to get the other information.
Also, do we even have really any other like quote unquote leads anywhere? Because I know, like out of character, Dominic has presented the option of going to the Gleaming Isles or
He has given information to Sebastian because he was the specific one that sent out letters to figure out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
what he's told us is, hey, we should go save Jin's parents.
Well, no, I informed everybody.
He
of
said everybody was... Yeah.
everything like of this undead situation and the pirate situation in the Gleaming Isles.
Okay.
Oh, and the
I
what was it? The
told you
what were
about
they?
the
The
pirate
Meehan
situation.
family? Am I wrong?
Mahin
Yeah.
family.
Mahin
Maham
family.
family.
Did you really need a letter to find out about those pirates?
I simply was keeping in contact with our friends around the shop, and they reported what I asked them to report. So I'm merely repeating it here. That is all. I received a report that the pirate problem in the Gleaming Isles has gotten worse significantly.
Coons will ask Aris, hey, have you got any updates about Jin's parents?
Not yet. As far as I know, they're still in the same place.
Nothing new? Okay.
I'm not sure if we've sprayed on them since the last time we've done that.
Yeah, that's what Coons was asking me, which is, has like there been anything new information that could be gleaned from that?
I guess we could
I've
try
tried 'em.
scrying on them again.
Yeah, I could try scrying on them again if we want.
See if we can maybe get some other details, I guess.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, like, I mean, if they're outside, I mean, there
I
might
guess
be a landmass.
Gonna be going for that. I mean, it's probably our best bet is checking if there's been any significant developments in that department.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so let me kind of get myself resituated with what scrying requires. So let's see. Scry. You can see
It
placer.
requires you think real hard.
Okay, so
I've seen them before.
it would be secondhand knowledge because you haven't met them. But you have a connection of a likeness or picture. I would say you guys have seen them pretty heavily.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the first time I used my minor wish to cast the spell Greater Image and basically made a replica of my father.
And I considered that having met him in sense of that. So at this point, the save would be -2 over the connection. Oh no, it would be -4, I think, because of a possession. Let's see. So it would be, what's the save DC? Okay, yeah. So the target has to make the wisdom saving throw, which I think, what is your spell save DC, Ocularis?
You're asking hard questions.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
16.
Your spell save DC is 16, so that's -4. Yeah, he would have to make a wisdom save. So I'm just going to make the wisdom save on the d20 plus his modifier. Ooh!
Wow,
I think that...
That's a no.
I think that that's going to be a he succeeds on a successful save, and you can't use it again for 24 hours. Uh-oh.
Well,
So I think it would be, at this point, if you're going to try the scry, it currently fails.
Wah wah.
Mhm.
Because he just rolled really high. Jeepers.
Yeah.
He just does not want to
The
be stoned
DC
right now.
the DC would have been 20 thanks to your -4. Or yeah, the save modifier would be yeah, -4.
He's having problems.
Who's having problems?
Yo.
Me? Why am I having problems?
You just sound confused.
Oh, no. I always have to remind myself on complicated spells like Scry because it's really like
Yeah.
Well-
Scry is a bit convoluted.
it's a bit of a strange one. Um but yes. So at the moment the Scry fails. Though if I remember correctly, your previous Scry was about a month ago and they were pretty well off. You could always wait
Yeah.
until the next day to try it again.
Yeah, that's what I figure. I'll try again tomorrow.
Well, if you do not fear for their safety as of yet, I am all right to go anywhere else.
Well,
Just have to discuss
really-
where that else is.
I'm with you on trying to ensure the safety, but Jin's not too worried about it.
Well, from the last information we got, they were rough looking, but it wasn't like they were bad. It was like they were doing menial labor that they weren't normally doing.
It was survival labor, if I remember correctly. It looked like they were doing things like tanning hide and cooking meats. Like they were subsisting
Mhm.
at the time.
And also, out of character, well, Jin's parents now living in Dominavis.
Oh, again, I wrote that in chat for a good reason. Basically, he just wasn't ready with the town.
That's not why Sebastian wants to save them, and that's not why I want to save them.
We
It's
need
merely an
more
afterthought.
slaves.
You cannot convince me otherwise. That isn't a part of it a little bit.
All I know is that if I had a choice between them having to survive out there in an uncharted territory where they could possibly die, or have them live somewhere safe like Dominavis, I'd probably choose
Is it
Dominavis.
uncharted
I mean-
or is it just very dangerous?
It's uncharted, basically speaking.
Are
I
you
mean-
the DM, Mister?
Bruh.
I'm going to need clarification on what you mean by uncharted versus.
Like,
So-
it's
so-
not really civilized. It's mostly wild.
Oh, so you don't. Oh, I don't know why I thought you meant the game. I heard Uncharted. I'm like Nathan Drake. No. Okay. So while Lost Vale is there is a map essentially of Lost Vale.
Which would make it quite charted.
It would be charted.
Well, so
Lost
sorry.
Vale. Lost Vale itself.
I think you know what I mean. It's
No.
not
I
a
got
civilized land.
Yes, Lost Vale is not civilized at all. This is pretty common knowledge for everybody. Essentially speaking, Lost Vale houses some of the most incredibly dangerous environments and creatures on the continent. Blistering blizzards so cold that they could freeze you in hours. Desolate
Almost as bad
lands.
as Detroit.
Yeah, right. This is essentially the area where civilization goes to die. It's pretty common knowledge that some civilizations had attempted to make camp even just a few miles in, upwards of like 40 to 60 miles into the actual territory, and they have all failed. It is essentially inhospitable to normal people. Some specialized adventurers or perhaps crazy enough people could survive up there with the right kind of training and the right kind of skills, but it is definitely speaking not a place for mere people.
Does that sound like a place your parents could survive, Jin?
I mean, that they've been doing
For
good
a
so far.
while. Like I said, from the last information we got, they were doing all right.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a pressing we have to get there, but if we, went a direction that took us through somewhere else on the way there, I wouldn't mind it.
Well, basically, the entrance to Lost Vale is like right bordering
Oh,
our town.
you know what I should do? You know what I could do? Hang on. Because here, I have the map. There you go. This is the map that you guys had got a hold of.
The map.
Yeah,
The
and
map.
see, like, boom, we have a way to just get to Lost Vale from our town.
It is a
Technically
very,
speaking.
very difficult trek, especially through the mountains. Taking a cart is nearly impossible, at least through this entrance. Taking it through, say, the entrance where you guys had previously entered through in Balbot, more likely. But as you can see pictured here, this is Valenheim over here. In fact, I might actually mark a couple of places that you guys should know. So give me just a second while I do just that. So
Well,
right...
what I'm saying is though we could. Oh, go ahead, Dominic. I didn't know you were. I thought you were someone. Sorry.
No, yeah, that's my apologies. So what the fuck did that mean?
A dot.
No,
No.
I said that was my apologies, and that makes no sense. Okay.
Wow.
Just because you're an idiot.
True. So, you would specifically know this. This is a Khalifa. This one here on the left, Sebastian.
Yeah, that's my hometown.
That is Sebastian's
That's where I was
hometown.
born.
This up here is the old man's cane, where you guys saved the kobolds.
So
These are basically
here's the
2
thing.
points of reference, and this up here, this would be...
Noreen is tiny.
Wow, oh,
Dude,
whoops!
yeah.
I'm doing this on the wrong.
It's
I'm
a
doing this
very
on the wrong thing.
small thing.
Layer.
I
App layer.
would like to say
Layer.
though,
App layer.
currently speaking, yes, it would be a difficult track to go through the mountains, but do we want to take a cart into completely uncivilized territory where there are no roads and would be incredibly difficult to pull the cart like through all that?
Well,
I don't think it would be that viable to take a whole
You
cart
think
with
our
us.
forefathers
my only concern about going there now is we have no idea where we're heading, and I'd rather have a destination in mind rather than blindly guessing where we're heading.
True.
Yeah,
we
because
don't
it's
even
a
have to
rather
be to
large area.
pinpoint them in all that. Like, we just know that they're there.
I
You
would
don't
like
have
to
an
know
exact.
the coordinates.
The one thing that you
of-
do have is they were in some kind of ruin.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's only like 1 or 2 of those in that fucking like gargantuan landmass.
What was the coordinates for?
You're unsure. At this
Well, we
this
could
point, you
always-
have a list of coordinates, but you're unsure how of possibly you
Well-
could decode them.
If if we can get like someone who has a map of the whole entire place, something that we can use.
Regis.
Yeah, true.
Well, you guys
And
did
then
get the
just-
map from Regis, which would be this map that you're taking a look at.
Can I have? Can I
like,
quickly, Dom,
listed
write a
for
letter? Well, not
Otter.
quickly, but do you mind if I send a letter to summon Regis here to discuss this?
Yeah, that would be 100% doable. You could send a quick letter and have it delivered to Surd, which would take a very little time. It would take probably 2 hours for him to get the letter, and maybe another to get here. So, with a little bit of time finagling, he would be able to get here at about 2 p.m.
Well, that's concerning.
Think. I could summon Regis here and we could discuss this further. He would be able to decode the coordinates, or at least he's our best bet at decoding the coordinates.
Well, I guess we got. I mean, I'm all down for this. I just want a destination if we're doing this.
Well, if we get coordinates and they lead us somewhere into Lost Vale, we could make a singular expedition to those coordinates, and if they
Right.
don't lead us anywhere further, then we can choose to do something else until we find further clues.
Which I guess could be Rookrot, but not too looking forward to that.
Rookrot will have that undead problem, which I think, if it's an undead problem, that might be the closest connection to Hinsolitis that we could possibly tie.
True.
Because pirates are
And-
pirates, and pirates can have many reasons to
And
do what they do.
you see Coon's uneasy if they thought of going there though. Just
Whoops.
Yeah.
looks uncomfortable.
That is not supposed to happen. Why
Think
did
of
that
this
turn on?
opportunity, Coonj.
There
If
you
we
go.
go there, it will be dangerous, but we could end this
Weird red
exciting
grid.
adventure once and for all.
True. I guess I'm more worried about seeing her again.
Sebastian will slap you on the back and say, "Don't worry, you've got your buddies to have your back. Anything that fucks with you, they fuck with us."
I didn't
I
know you were about to say
referring
that
to my friend.
face.
Sebastian still, he has this smile because he knows that, like, this is dangerous. Because, assassins. He's trying to make you feel better with his
well-
limited understanding of what
This
is
is
going
limited
through your
social
head.
skills.
Well,
He's
either
got
way,
social skills, he just doesn't have
Well-
book skills.
It's a friend, not anyone that's trying to fuck me over. Just someone that I know that I haven't heard from or seen from in a while.
Well, I will take plenty of drinks, so if things get awkward, you can drink your sorrows away.
Thanks. I mean, unless you have.
He's
Okay,
trying.
thanks.
He's trying.
Sebastian is always trying.
Can you give me some tips on talking to nobles?
Well, Sebastian thinks for a moment. Talking to nobles is like talking to a toddler half the time. You have to give them exactly what they want, or they're not going to stop bitching at you. Weirdly enough.
Can you tell me how to talk to them friendly wise? Because they're my friend.
If they're your friends and you know them personally, perhaps just, I know it's generic advice, but
They
be
are
yourself.
the reason I'll say this. They are the reason why I'm free right now.
Ah, well, then
I'd
just
be
be
asked
yourself.
With dating advice.
I'm sure that they will be happy to know that you're just free and using that freedom to go and visit them. Perhaps open up with a thank you. Maybe a gift. Nobles like gifts. That I know.
I guess I could offer that demon mirror.
Well, there you go. Demon mirror. Is the demon still in the mirror? I thought we killed him.
So he's not there anymore. We cleansed it. I put a mirror back in there, and there's been no problem at all since we put it back in there.
The only
Mirror
ugly creature that will
is
appear in there is
formerly
you.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was.
Question, Coonj.
As God has spoken.
How personally do you know this person?
We were childhood friends and grew up together, and she kind of taught me how to do magic. That close.
She like a mirror as a present.
Maybe. I mean, it's a fancy mirror.
That's true. It is a pretty fancy mirror.
Pretty nice mirror.
It's
Yeah,
a
it is
pretty nice mirror.
Yeah. I mean, open up with that. Say, thank you for freeing me. Here's a mirror as a token of my gratitude, or something like that.
I get there. I rolled for charisma. I get a 1. Could stumble through the whole entire thing.
Just remember, if you have to talk to any other nobles other than her, treat them like a toddler. Give them what
I
they
will.
want.
I'll just
or
have you
won't
as a
stop
wing.
crying.
I'll just have you as a wingman then.
Gotcha. I will sweet talk the rest of the nobles. If they get on my nerves, though, there may be punches thrown. But alas,
Just be careful of her father. Her father might be of the society people. I'm
Ah,
guessing.
if that's the case, I get to do my punching without feeling bad.
We'll
Oh
get
my
information
God.
first, but then you're free to punch.
Of course, interrogate. He like grabs you on the shoulder and he goes, of course. Information. That will be prioritized. Maybe after a couple punches, just to be sure.
see. I'm looking not to get her pissed off at me. That's all I'm trying to do.
Well, no, not her. Her dad.
I'm
Punch
talking
him.
about her dad.
Damn it. Well, I will find my opportunity.
Hey, your
At
dad's
some point.
your dad's an asshole. He deserves to be punched. You're cool with that, right?
Or she doesn't know me. I could punch him and she wouldn't associate it with you. Just say I was a random guy you found on the street who just decided to punch her dad.
We'll work on this later.
I don't know why you would change your face.
Very, very hyper fixated on punching this man.
I like to
I know.
punch nobles. They're all pompous assholes.
Aren't you technically a noble?
Yes, I am a noble.
I love how Kunjab is sitting there like, Sebastian, no punch. Randomly noble. That is a noble. Also noble. Baby punch.
I am a noble who hates other nobles. This is the truth. Do I live like a noble? He points to you, Jin.
Once in a while it slips out of you, but it looks more like an accident than that was meant to actually be there.
Exactly. All I've known is sitting in a training room, swinging a
Either
sword,
way-
and not paying attention in church. That was my life.
Either way, enough of this girl talk. We're the fucking strangers.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Well, it will
I'm
be
going to write the letter. Send it.
okay.
The letter is going to contain a notice that we have very important business to discuss that may or may not be sensitive depending on who hears it. So it is urgent that he comes here away from prying eyes.
Gotcha.
Tell me
So-
that the mighty paladin didn't pay attention in church. Wow.
He didn't. It was very clear. He made it very clear from the start that Sebastian, he may be a paladin of Bahamut who definitely believes in the idea of Bahamut, but the specific mechanics of how these paladins are supposed to function, yeah, that was the part he kind of skipped over in the textbooks. He's not the smartest tool, the sharpest tool in the shed.
Not the
He's,
sharpest. So it will take Regis some time to actually get there. Does anybody have
I'm gonna
anything they
prepare
want
a
to take
drink
care
for him.
of? Oh, okay. What are you going to prepare for?
I will prepare him one of the. I still have a very few of it left, but
Okay.
I will prepare him a whiskey on the rocks because I have the most of that. So I'll prepare him a drink, and you know what? I'll also prepare him a meal for when he gets here.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
gonna-
have P-Man make some steamed peas, and I'll get some
Big ol'
meats and stuff
bowl
to
of
cook
peas.
for him.
Okay. Do you have any particular meats that you have on hand, or do you want to like go hunting, or
Well,
it doesn't matter.
We have venison that we got, so you know what?
Yeah.
I'll use some of the venison. I'll make him a venison.
We'll basically have a brunch.
We'll make him a venison stew with peas.
You.
and
Okay.
Whiskey on the rocks.
So, essentially speaking, it takes him a while to get here. But once he does arrive, he's, there are my friends. It's been a few days. Glad you were able to take care of that nasty business with the rot. I mean, honestly, can you guys go 5 minutes without attracting trouble while you're here?
Unfortunately, that's what this conversation's about. Here, saved you a seat, made you a meal.
Man, I
Oh,
wish we
gee.
could.
Oh,
It'd be
Bahamut save
real
us.
nice.
Well, I suppose then there is no other way but then to just do it. He sits down and he takes a look at the meal spread out before him and he lets out a sigh. He's like, this is a really nice meal. I'm not gonna like what comes next, am I?
Coon's gonna get behind him, sort of, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. You'll be fine. He is, make sure he's grabbing her off his bed just to keep him stationary.
Oh my gosh.
So Sebastian's going to slide the map of Lost Vale onto the counter,
Uh-oh.
and
This is the map you had me get.
indeed, we need some help deciphering some coordinates that lead into Lost Vale.
Really? Well, what would those coordinates be?
I'll hand him the note from my parents.
Oh my. Let's see. JIALAM or J34 A63 A4. My gods. Let me take a
Yeah,
look
that
at
was-
these.
Yeah, I was able to decrypt all that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let me see what I can make out here. And he takes a little bit of time and let me I should probably set this up so that you guys can see it. Oh boy, it's time to freehand some stuff on a map. So give me a hot second.
Oh boy. Let's go!
So he takes a good while to decode this. He takes like a solid hour. And so he comes up. Oh god, this is going to be harder to do with a mouse than I thought. I'm gonna mark this out for you. So he takes a look at it. He kind of like mulls over it for a second, and he says, "Okay, so perhaps this is what it meant. Maybe a plan of sorts." And oh, I have to move you over. That's correct. So he basically takes the map and he shows it to you like this. And he pulls out he kind of draws a grid on it. He says, all right, if we assume that the country of Lostvale is meant to be these grid coordinates, we can take it like this. We'll make a mark everywhere where one of the coordinates lies. Let me get back to this. So E. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. F.
All sorts of fun already.
H. I should have set this up beforehand. J.
I want to say something that was
L.
something egregious.
Because these are currently
Handwriting is terrible.
right. He has terrible writing. So he kind of marks down everywhere
It's
where
because
there
Sebastian
could be.
gave him a crayon. Not an.
Oh my god, you guys.
You can work on crayons, right?
All right, so now I have to
We
go.
only have these
get
crayons that are related to the kids menu.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 17,
It's a
18,
cross out.
20, 21, 22.
Cross
Oh wait,
out.
I could just do this. I could just do this easily. I'm being worse about this. I'm being so bad about this. So that'd be 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34. So he marks this grid cell right here. And then I have to go to A. Now he mentions that A is essentially impossible for part of this because it's too high to be like a grid coordinate as far as letters go. And so he kind of goes through it and he's like, I have to get the number in my head because it's 63, 48. Oh shit. 70, 72. And that would be minus. I hate myself. Minus 9. Okay. Minus 9. Okay, so 1, 2, 4, 9. Yeah, it should be.
I'm sorry for asking this.
No,
of
it's
you,
like
Dominic.
1, 2, 3. No, it's my fault for not setting it up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, right here, there it is.
That's where we investigated before, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's around this. I'm pretty sure that's where that was. I might be partially mistaken.
No, that was where that was. So that was the campsite that we basically discovered. Wasn't it that they were being followed by someone that we figured out there?
I don't know if they were being followed, but it was. There was like stuff left there that, it wasn't things of importance, but they were looked like they left in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. I may have not set this up correctly. I have to check and I have to check my notes.
I must be remembering something different, or I might be crazy. I don't know. That's a distinct possibility.
Nope, I realized where I fucked up. I have this backwards. So this is correct. This I was doing it the wrong direction. All right, so hold your goddamn horses. I apologize.
Yeah, that's really close. We could just, pop in,
No.
pop out. See what's
So
going
yeah,
on.
I effed this up hard. So it should actually be, so this is going to be 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34. So it would be, I've lost it already because I had to get my square quick stuff. 35, 34. Here! This is the first mark.
Okay.
And so the A would be it would be A63, which would be 48 plus. Oh god, what is 63 minus 48? Math. Why didn't I do this beforehand? Why didn't I do this beforehand? Because I'm stupid.
I was gonna say, why didn't you make simpler coordinates?
Because I'm an idiot. And I try to be too. I just closed my calculator.
Well,
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Thank goodness we have Regis to do this for us.
Yeah, right. So this should still be A14. This is not quite correct. A14 would actually be here. I think, no. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, it would actually be here in Beyond. That's one other mark. And then the last one, which would be... No, wait, that's not. Oh, my... Calculator, oh my god.
oh goodness. Welcome to Dom figures
Yes.
out his own map.
Yep.
The stream.
Welcome back to 6 months ago. I genuinely have no idea where this was else supposed to be. So instead of being fucking stupid, I'm gonna go back through this and give myself a real talking, a real stern talking to later. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so I'm gonna instead assume past me was talking about it like this. And put the A's up here, which might make more sense now that I think about it.
But to be fair, you could since you're the DM, you could put the X's wherever the fuck you want
True.
them to be.
True,
Just
but
save
I already gave you the code, so I have to
give you a
suss
clue,
this
and
out.
I'm trying to stick to it.
I am trying to stick to it because I'm an idiot. H.
My medieval.
Dom, I also
Jay.
just had a bad idea.
Yeah.
I could use my limited wish again because I'm assuming it's been 4 days since I've used it last.
Hold on, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You have to let him focus. He's still
and
counting.
15. So these are the two other spots, and J should be... Okay, 40, 39, 38. 5. Oh, wow, 34. Yeah, that's about the same spot. So I must be on the right track here, because this now finally makes sense. Alright, thank the gods. So these are the 3 spots that the coordinates actually mark, right? And they would essentially be in order based on this. So he muses, and now I see why. So it essentially goes, nope, ruler, please. Yeah, from around here to here, then here, and here. If this is a line in order. But otherwise there are about 3 marks. So this was perhaps a path. He has no idea what the word gialum means, but he thinks that it might be an actual word, not just gibberish.
Okay.
Oh, well, if it is the case, Kunj is. Hold on, let me look at my spell sheet real quick. Kunj is gonna comprehend language that, I guess.
Comprehend languages doesn't work on it because it's written in common.
Oh,
This would be
It's like a proper name.
It looks like it might be a proper name or something similar.
Okay, so I guess Kunj will be like, well, whatever it is, it's a name. Whatever it is, it's a name.
There you go. So I've now gone ahead and left those marks where they are. So it's as such.
We could. Now this is gonna sound crazy. Go in reverse order. So let me break this down. Right now we are in Fiorine, right? So we could make our way into Lost Vale, out through here, make our way north, and if we really wanted to be spicy, we could either like go
Here,
around.
let me fix this. X, no, these are horizontal hex. My apologies.
So we could go around the mountains, or we could just simply cut through the mountains through here, and then make our way here. And that would get us to the last known coordinate.
True.
Mm-hmm.
These grids are not lining up. This is
fun.
unfortunate. Grid
I
off.
could use my limited wish to use the sending spell.
I'm just gonna
Talk to my
put this at
dad.
8 miles.
Oh.
Dom.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm fixing the grid, and I'm gonna try to see. Let me see. No snapping. Does this make the grid 8 miles? Let's see.
Dom is very special.
No.
He can only
It makes it
focus
6
on
and a
one thing
half.
at a time.
I will beat the fuck out of you.
Am I wrong?
I will beat
No.
you to death with a fucking
What if
cane.
I set this to 9.5? Does that make the mileage accurate? Mildly more accurate. Okay, great. So we need to set this to 11.5 and hope that that fixes it. And once this is fixed, it never has to be fixed again. So that's great. I hate that it doesn't...
Based on what Dominic is saying, though, if we do cut through the mountains, it
Oh no,
would
that's
be
too much.
A...
Why is that too much?
Uh-oh.
Alright, sorry. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
But
Fixing?
either way,
Yeah, keep talking, sorry. And there was something else that Jen was trying to say to me.
there we go. Passable.
I was gonna say I could use my limited wish to contact my father and get maybe a little more information from him.
Ah.
Using it to cast the sending spell.
Ooh, okay. So you want to cast any, and now the mileage should actually be correct. So if you do like grid snap to center, it should be like this would be. This is not snapping to center because there's no grid. Great. Anyway, so you want to use the sending spell, and I think that the range on that is infinite, correct?
Yeah, but it limits you to what,
The
25
plane.
words?
Yeah, 25 words, and you want to send the message to him using your limited wish.
Yeah, which means I have to roll a d4 and that'll be my cooldown on it, but
Yeah. There is a, but if the target's on a different plane, okay, yeah, that doesn't really track for this. Yeah, okay. So if you want to do that, you can absolutely do that. What would you like to say to him?
I would... Where are you? Do you need help?
Where are you? Do you need help? So that's what you would like to ask him. That's 7 words. You got more if you want.
Yeah.
All right. So if that's what is this? This is a great thing.
Going space to space. Figuring
Okay.
Out. Yeah, 192 miles.
So
192-mile journey.
Creature hears recognize and answer in a like manner immediate. Okay, so you use your minor wish. You commune with the genie inside of your ring, and you send your message. Jen, to everyone else, you cast a quick 7 words to your father. And that was who you were sending it to specifically, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So let me see if I can come up with a 25-word response. Word counter.
I'm not going to complain about the words if
True.
you don't.
Well, I'm just I'm glad that I believe I invested into some. Cause I remember last time we were in town or in the city, I had a tailor added winter stuff to my fancy clothes or my clothing, so that way I'm ready for whatever.
I've got fur inlays, so I'm good.
Yes,
So-
we're
I did that
we're
or
both
not.
ready.
I have a big, nasty-looking fur coat.
Plus, if we need survival stuff, Ocularis, you have like all of that, all those abilities to get food and stuff for everybody. So
My only concern is if we're gonna go for the mountains,
Okay.
there's a lot of things can live up in mountains, and I'm terrified of that.
So,
True.
Jen, the sending message comes back with the voice of your father, and it says thus: "We are fine. In transit to locate Gialum in Lost Vale. May take some time. Please don't follow unless needed. Very dangerous. We love you, Jen.
Okay.
Cue collective. Aww.
Aw sound effect.
Oh.
I'm gonna relay this message since I just kind of randomly cast a spell in the middle of the bar without telling anybody that, hey, yeah, I just remembered I could cast this spell. Got a message back from my dad with it. He says everything's fine. They're in transit. Don't follow them unless we have to.
You
Okay.
could do that this whole time.
Yeah, apparently.
Well,
I'll also post this in the chat for you in case you
Every
ever want to
3
visit
days.
back to it.
I
that
think
does
maybe.
change it as well.
Well,
Sure. So
perhaps
it does.
then we should go do other things, and maybe every once in a while we'll send a message, do the same thing to him,
Yeah.
and see if there's any updates.
And the cooldown is
Yeah.
3 days, yes, Jen?
Cooldown is 1d4, and that's how many days I have to wait before I can use limited wish again.
Yeah, that's
And
what I
I-
was assuming with the 3 roll there.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 days. I'm actually gonna mark that just so that I remember, because I will fucking forget if I don't. So let's see. Jen
Well, we need
No.
to figure out who
limited
Giallo
wish.
is.
Yeah.
need to-
Sounds like it's so important.
Maybe next time you can message your dad and ask him if they can tell us what Gialum is, and maybe like, hey, if something bad happens, like message us and we'll come get you.
Well, I don't think they can just message us. The only reason he was able to reply was because of the spell, correct?
Yes.
Well, we could
Yeah.
consistently update, like, hey, just checking in, everything's still okay.
They start getting annoyed.
The real
Yes,
the real
God,
danger is when you
everything is
don't get a
fine.
response.
If we don't get a response, that's when we're going up there now.
Yeah,
That's
if
when
we
we're
don't get a response.
Strap on your snowshoes.
It's technically 1d4 long rest, but
Ah,
that's pretty much
that's
a
goofy
day.
as shit.
We could basically we will
Sorry.
literally play tabletop long dark. We will.
Your party is
Like,
beset by 3
1d4
hungry
long rest
wolves.
is that you have to take that many long rests before it's available again.
Yep.
By
Well, I have to
technical
go
D&D rules, you can only long rest once a day. Like, that's technically a rule that D&D imposes. I don't. So I'm going to call it 3 days.
Yeah.
So can we get somebody else to party? So ready to go play some fun and games in the jungle?
In
Well,
the jungle.
Ugh.
That's a
In
completely
the
different environment than what we
jungle, a
initially planned
mighty
on going into.
jungle.
Well,
So we did make a little setup for all that, and now change plans.
I genuinely... that was so funny to me, just because I did not know you could cast... Like, I thought maybe... I forget what Lesser Wish does, or whatever it's called.
It lets me cast any spell from any class from like 6th level and under.
Yeah, and Sending is obviously
So
in
it
that.
takes me a minute to go, okay, what spells exist and which ones of them can I actually cast?
Right?
So,
So, yeah. So we've got possibility for the rumble in the jungle then as an option.
Well,
Mhm.
let's take it to a vote. What is the next step of what we're doing?
Well,
Rook Rock,
as you said, root rot, root rot sounds like it might have more encephalitis related things.
distinctly possible.
Mhm.
And if Jin's parents are fine, then I will not worry about it.
I just have to deal with an awkward conversation that I'm gonna have when when we get there. No friend to Rookrock as he takes a drink of the whiskey.
Like, full of
There's
them.
there's always more.
Always.
Either way, thank you, Regis, for helping us out with this.
Oh, it's no problem. I'm sorry it took me several retries on the map. I cannot believe it was so hard for me to crack. I'm losing my edge.
Either way, it's appreciated. Is there anything I can provide to you for the journey home, or would you like to stay here for the night?
I should probably be back on the way home. But I wouldn't mind a bottle of that whiskey.
Sure thing.
He just doesn't
Here,
want
take it as a
dragged
gift.
for shenanigans.
What's
And
for
I hand-
shenanigans?
He doesn't want dragged into our shenanigans.
Ah.
That's why you have to leave.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he had to travel with you for like a while. Because you guys were down a guy. And he was basically a muted paladin.
Oh, goodness.
Either way, I hand him the bottle. It's on the house.
And he takes it with a smile, and he says, "Well, if you need me for anything else, feel free to call, though I don't think these old bones are going to want to wander around Lost Vale with you. So, good luck, you'll have to do it sans me."
I shake his hand.
He shakes it back.
Be well, Regis.
And you too.
Okay, well,
So he takes his leave.
so I
and-
guess our next step is Rookrot.
Indeed. Now, Rukrod itself is going to be a pretty hefty ride. Let's see. Judging from, let's say you guys take the good route, and let's say you go from, go to Akalifa.
Hey, Akalifa, I could stop by and see my dad for a couple minutes and then leave.
Yeah, oh lordy lord. Okay, so let's be generous and say, gonna take you...
I guess I'm not the only one having to do awkward conversations with people that they haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, I can introduce you all to my dad if he's not somewhere fucking off in some random town doing something. I'll leave it up to Dominic.
Okay,
if that's
so...
even a possibility.
Give me a second here. So, let's see.
I keep forgetting.
Travel
is this
per day,
before
30 miles.
or after Valentine?
This is supposed to be I think I discussed this with Dominic that this is supposed to be taking place at the same time or
Oh.
Somewhere around.
nearly the same time. Just walk into the Drakefall Guild and just see Kadora and Daka standing in the front. They're just there.
I guess it depends. It depends on where we are in comparison. They'll probably, I would imagine, this campaign, if when they started, they were close to each other. This campaign's probably way further ahead in time.
Yeah.
Because just how many more days have passed.
So, judging by my calculations, to get to the nearest entrance to Rukrot, traveling the main roads, it is going to take you 8 days straight of travel.
Whew.
It is going to be a total of exactly 240 miles, actually, by my calculations.
That's
Do
a
you
lot
guys
of
want to stop by in a Akalifa and say hi? See my hometown for a minute?
You will have to either
Sure.
stop in Akalifa or somewhere in beyond, one of the taverns you had already been to. Let's see.
Probably
Well,
stop somewhere, regardless
just
of where it is,
progressing on
rather
your
than take an
couch and eating your
8-day
food.
ride straight.
Do you want to crash on my couch? That sounds fine to me.
So basically, this travel schedule will take you down to Akalifa through Thrugak, and then heading all the way to Beyond, south then to Krikyet in Balbot, then off to Scales, and then along the road through the sunken routes over to Rukrot. Oh, I should probably here. I'll show you the actual map. So you go from here to here to here. Whoop, come on, to here, around here, and then down here, which is about 120 miles. And then let me move you guys over to the Ballbot map to show you. Oh my god, by Cryptos. By Cryptos. I didn't even notice that.
What the fuck?
So then you would be heading down here to Krikyet, to Scales, all the way over here, taking the road to the sunken... Are you serious? And go... Yeah, it'd be 100... Let me do it on here. This will be easier. Boop, and Boop, I said.
Boop.
Boop, I said!
Ready back up. Ready back up.
This is not wanting to boop. So yeah, about 120 miles to get to the border of Rukrot via the sunken routes.
Question, Dominic. How long
Sure.
would it take us to get to Khalifa?
To get to Khalifa, that we can find relatively easily, if you'll excuse it. So
Main
from
question
here,
is, would it even be viable to rest in a Khalifa? Probably.
it's going to
not,
be
but-
a 50-mile relatively. It would probably end up having to be something like this. Because Thrugak would be here. Yeah, it's going to be a 50-mile ride to a Khalifa. So at 30 miles a day, or 40 miles a day, excuse me, you actually would be getting to a Khalifa just a little bit after your first day's ride. So you could stay a day in a Khalifa after kind of exhausting yourselves on a ride to kind of like recoup. And I'll be nice and structure that in with the full 8-day ride.
Nice.
You guys can crash on my couch, literally. And no, don't worry, I won't fucking ask you to roleplay out one of my fucking characters.
No, it will just be kind of like a stop and hello, Glade will walk in like his underwear and he's got like a fucking sandwich like that one scene in Megamind, and then he steps back out of the fucking campaign forever.
We get there and Cameron just goes, "Oh yes, my brilliant son and all of his friends. Here, I have extremely powerful magic items to gift you all."
And then he hands you a fucking pocket full of lint.
Mostly what Sebastian would want to do is not necessarily introduce him to his dad, just show them around his hometown. That's
Oh
all.
yeah.
Don't want to
So-
fuck.
We'll start the journey with that, actually, and you guys will. Do you guys want to make any preparations? This is important before the journey, while you're here in
Yes.
Dominavis.
I have two things Sebastian needs to do. One of them is to once again ask Sarsa for permission to take Bogo.
Never again. You got hit in the toe with a great club, and it's never gonna happen again.
No, Sebastian refuses to leave without Boga. Boga has become an integral part of this, and he wants Boga to come with.
Boga has been antsy, so he's been staying with the other kobolds while he's been here, and Sarsa explains to you that it is impossible to keep him from bouncing off the walls. He's constantly out training, he is deepening his faith, and he has been waiting for you to come back, even in the short, couple of weeks you've been home, for you guys to get out and about on the adventure. And
Is Boga.
Try to persuade Sarsa to let him come with.
And she says yes, he can come with, but if he comes back dead, she will personally hunt you down until she is either dead herself or you are.
He nods and says, "Don't worry. He won't be coming back dead, as he is just as powerful as we are."
That's what he likes to think, but I swear to God, if you put him up against something he can't handle, you are going to be missing all of your toes.
See, I know this may sound far-fetched, but if it weren't for him, we would have all probably died.
Yeah? Is that so?
Boga did do a number on those crabs.
Yeah.
Do you say that out loud, Celira?
Sure, if I'm there, sorry.
Her initial look of awe is immediately swapped with a look of, she rolls her eyes and then starts glaring at you again, Sebastian.
Sebastian has this, puppy dog eyes on right now. Please,
To be
he's
fair, they were giant crabs.
I mean, she already said yes.
I'm regretting it!
But I want her to be confident in what is essentially her son's abilities.
Well, in that case, he can come with, and then Boga's head literally, pops out of one of the other rooms. He's like, really? And he walks out of his room carrying his armor. It's not even on. He's got, a bundle of all of his things. And he's like, I'm coming! And he trips and falls over and spills all of his armor out on the floor. And then spends a minute scooping it back up.
Gooch walk over and help him.
Thank you!
Before we do go, I do need to see if I can find anybody who'd be willing and able to tend to the garden while I'm away.
Oh, I could always have one of the other kobolds here do it. As far as things go, what is his name? His name is in here somewhere. Whoops, I should do it on my other screen so that the chat stays up.
Coon's gonna work with the Boga. We're gonna go slay some fucking zombies.
Ooh!
Footsrug and Hustle.
Yeah,
Tick-tick,
Futrug.
Huntik,
Yeah, I
and
think
Huntik.
we'll put Huthel on us. They've been doing a little bit less hunting ever since we've got all these other people, so having somebody to tend the garden wouldn't be bad. And hell, I'll do it myself if he argues. Or maybe I'll just take him with me. You got a manure pile in there? What are you saying? Of course they are. If he talks back, he's going in.
Boga, boga,
'Cause
boga.
I did not build that garden, so I don't know if there's a manure pile in there.
Would you happen to also know any kobolds that might be more investigative kind?
Not a one! And to be quite frank with you, I don't think we really give that much of a shit about your quest to save the world. Well, Boga does. Yeah, I fucking do! So how about you stop?
Boga, let's go.
Maybe one of the new ones that you brought back. I'll ask them if any of them are feeling particularly inquisitive. But as far as I know, they've got their hands busy building the mine you want us to man.
Hi. Only if you want to.
And we do!
Force anybody.
We do, okay? Alright? But still, my point stands.
Before we leave, as Sebastian is going to open his arms for a hug. Come on, you know.
She
me
she looks up at
time.
you, and you're like a solid 2 times as tall as she is.
He'll kneel down.
You kneel and you go for a hug, and she goes in for the hug, and then she like plucks a scale from like the back of your neck.
Ow!
It's quite painful.
Ow! Ow! That hurts.
She stuffs it in her pocket, and she crosses her arms, and she says, "All right, now if there is anything that happens to Boga, I can find you."
Oh my.
Rubs the wound, the now open wound on his neck, and goes, fair enough.
That's like ripping out a lock of hair.
Which is essentially
Anyway,
what she did.
He'll hug her anyway. Say
She does
thank you.
genuinely hug you, but that's
Good. Is Boga will come home safe and sound, and he'll probably come back 10 times stronger than he is now.
yeah, it's kind of weird how strong this man has become. You know, I am proud of him. I will say that much. But don't think that means that you can stomp all over me. I will crush you into dust.
I know, my toes are an example of that.
Oh, I was talking to Boga, and then Boga goes, "Bleep," and he hides behind you. Being a level 13 paladin, he hides behind you from Sarsa.
His adoptive mother.
Sebastian's word still stands. His toes are an example of that.
Well, with permission received for you to do such a thing. Does
last
anybody
thing I
else have
wanna
any
do-
prep?
Yeah, I had my one other thing I needed to do.
Okay.
After that, I'm going to prepare some salted meats from the town to carry with us as rations.
Okay. Yeah. I think you could do that. Let's say that you can prepare 4 days worth of rations using the town stocks for each person.
All right, I will do that.
So everybody can add 4 rations to their inventory.
Yay, food.
I think there should be a bunch of I think I dumped off like a fuck ton of excess rations that I bought a while ago into the cart. Or I should
I hate myself.
probably leave. As much as it pains me, I should probably leave Jeremy and the Scarab here.
Okay.
Because all Jeremy does is he sees really well. And I don't
He's
remember
also
what the Scarab
cute.
does. Yes, he's cute, but I don't remember what the Scarab does, and the page 4 is probably buried so deep in our DMs that I'd never fucking find it. But yeah,
Okay.
I can't afford to be feeding fucking 4 animals.
Kunj gets to feed his
Hey.
cat for free, technically speaking.
Yeah, with my own magic. Speaking of which, Kunj is gonna take Genesis and look at him. What should I do with you? Do you want to go back and see your buddy?
He kind of like gives you a soft little like head tilt, like he rubs his face a little bit and he squeaks at you. With your time, you would think that he says, "I will go where you go, friend."
Kunj will just put him back in his coat pocket wherever the fuck he makes his home at on Kunj. He puts him back there, and he Kunj will go back to his technical seat. He'll make a he's gonna get a grab a board or so from his office because he's gonna and grab a couple of pins and line and string, and he's gonna remake the evidence board in one of the carts.
You're gonna remake the evidence board. You know what? Fair enough. You do just that. You can remake the evidence board, and you kind of hang it. It's gonna be a bit scribbly because of, cart.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
That way, in case we need information's here.
So, how many rations was that?
4 each for 4 for everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
I think
and
I'm ready to go. I've got
did
things
we?
marked down.
Okay, did we discuss that what the city you were actually going for was?
No. Have not
Okay.
yet.
So this is the capital city in Rukra, the one that is not affiliated with tribes and instead is kind of like the gather together everyone. This is like the place where everyone is friends. It is the city of Alalaksa.
Alalaksa.
I'll actually go ahead and add this right now to your Rukrat section as a handout for remembering.
And that would be the map that Kunj has as well.
Yes.
Okay. So Kunj will also hang out the map on next to his evidence board or somewhere around that area to try to let everyone know, anyone who comes by, like, this is where we're heading.
Then let us make way.
Okay. So, before we make way, I'm going to make an executive decision here that the actual travel, though it is planned, is not going to happen without Parker. Because stuff is viable to happen, and story-wise, I don't want to leave him out of too much. Since most of this was putzing around, which he doesn't like to do, and a lot of reiterating what has already happened, I'll catch him up with the current plan over the course of the next week, and we'll officially begin your journey next week. Or, well, it can be next week or it can be the week after. What would you guys prefer? Now, we can always do Fallout in between, but I'll leave that up to everyone, Cameron included, as the DM of that game.
Honestly, it's whatever everybody else wants to vote on. I will run the game whenever people don't want to play, or if somebody is missing. It doesn't matter. I will run Fallout when it is needed, or if you would just rather do every other week, that is also fine.
I think that maybe, in my opinion, I will do next week, because next week we need to get Parker into the game, right? And getting him in as early as possible is going to be good. There is something that I'm going to clarify with him next time, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a start at our normal time of 4 p.m. Maybe. I'll discuss that again. Maybe we'll start at 5 again next week, and if he again takes a while to show up, I'm just going to start us at our normal time.
Okay.
Mostly because I think that it gives us more time to play, and we can just extend the time as necessary. You know that I am okay with it going 3 or 4 hours, whatever the case. And we'll kind of just let him come in a little late. Other than that, with the exception of next week, of course. We'll start at 5 next week, at least if everyone is okay with me running next week.
I'm
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
It's all
Yeah.
up to you, Dom.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, and just as a clarification here, let me move you guys over to the Rukrot map. Give you guys an idea. This is the city that you will be going for.
Oh my. Okay.
I also have some
Alaska.
dumb questions before we.
Shut up!
get
God
into
damn it!
movies.
Oh yeah, so with this last little bit, we have about 20 minutes before we hit the top of the hour. And by the way, you guys will be coming in via this road, in case you guys want to notice. Whoop, we'll do it on this, just in case nobody saw. Beep, beep, beep. What was it that you wanted to do? We'll take this time to take care of any extra stuff.
We technically have 3 carts. Do we want to bring all of our carts?
There's
Well, the
your
more
merchant
carts we bring,
cart.
the more we can carry.
This is true.
Yeah, but it's also the more we have to keep track of and the more we have to protect as we're going along.
Well, the wagon right now that we have, if we're gonna take anything, the carriage I'm going to take because the carriage is what carries all of our money because we have the big safe. Locked
It
away
also
in the
has
carriage.
space enough to sleep. Covered. Which not a lot of
We
other
also
things
have
have.
a ton of gems and stuff that have been unappraised and unsold in the safe.
Do you guys want to take some time to appraise those now?
And all of that pinewood stuff I haven't unloaded. So I'm gonna unload all of the pinewood stuff, Dom, in here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna... Oh no, the pinewood stuff I unloaded into my room, didn't I? The
I
pinewood
believe-
bed and all that stuff. I did.
Yes.
Actually, yes, I did. All right. Well, that's it. Then that's all I have. I'm gonna take the carriage. If we're gonna leave the cart, I could take. Technically, we would have 4 carts then, but the cart is attached to the carriage. Like we've basically nailed
Okay.
our cart to the carriage.
So it's basically a
It's basically an extension.
yeah.
So
I always
I
assumed
will
that's
be
kind of
taking
what
the
you
carriage.
used the merchant cart for, also, was an extension. To
I
be
was just
fair,
thinking because I know I have a horse for my cart
yeah.
and stuff that's
Have
also
horses.
something we have to factor in our travel and whatnot. I
Dominic,
mean,
could-
we can do it. It's not a big issue. It's just
Yeah.
one of those details we could hammer out before
Yeah.
taking off and then going, you know what? We have 4 carts worth of stuff that we're dragging around the countryside.
So
Would
yeah,
this
your
be
horse is
okay, by
currently
the way?
listed as in the stable.
Mhm.
So you can either leave it here or take it with you, whatever you like.
I have no issue leaving the wagon because the wagon isn't attached to anything. Could Teed pull the carriage / cart?
I think you need 2. So you have Teed,
We have
and
Teed,
you need.
and what was the other horse's name? I forget.
There are no other names. You just have Teed named, and then there's Jen's horse. There are 3 unnamed draft horses, and there are 3 other unnamed draft horses from Chester Greenfield, who you brought in to manage the horses.
Then I
And-
will request from Chester if we can take one of the draft horses to pull the carriage.
Okay, do you want to give it a name?
Yeah, well,
Roach.
no. What color is it?
It is a draft horse. Colors Google.
I do really honestly. I just wanted to say really quick. I do like the detail that there is no one horse named Roach. It's just what
All of
Geralt
them.
names every single horse that he gets.
It is a sorrel. We're gonna call it. This one is a sorrel. Teed and yeah, this is gonna be a sorrel with.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna send a picture of what the horse looks like?
No.
Well,
Because.
either way. No, I mean like if you went and Googled.
Oh no, this one is.
Either
I
way.
believe Teed is a sorrel, and this one is a blonde sorrel. We'll say.
Fuck does that mean?
A blonde sorrel? Oh,
Mhm.
maybe I should. Is it a male or female? Because if it's male,
It's female. It's a
Damn it.
mare.
I say my name is Jerome.
Well, I know my Shadow Steve that I have, but I named it Zephyr. Something. I don't remember
If
what
it's
the
a-
last one was, but
If it's a female,
Also, I don't know if Jen's horse has a name.
Don't think I named it. I think it was just horse on
Horse on
horse on
cart.
wagon because technically it's a wagon. But
You say horse on wagon, and I think of a horse on top of a wagon.
yeah, it's treadmill powered. He stands up there and gallops, and it moves the wagon.
I think I know what I'll name it. I'll name it Allie.
Allie? Is that with
Allie.
Allly?
That would be
Yeah, Allie.
Ally.
It's Rocky's mom.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. It was Allly was Rocky's mother.
Allly.
Okay.
that would be pronounced ally though.
Okay, and
This is not how that
No,
word is
oh
pronounced.
no, it's Allie, not All.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, so both Tita and Allie, god damn it,
Allie,
are
actually.
I'm gonna mark them as out on the carriage.
Okay.
So Jen, are you leaving your carriage and horse or your cart and horse?
I can take it just so we have the extra carry room, I guess.
Okay, we can definitely do that.
I just wanted to make aware to the rest of the group that we do have kind of a large caravan when we're packing all the carts around.
I'll leave the wagon. I'm totally okay with that.
Okay. So the carriage is out. How about items, appraisals, and everything? Does anybody need any appraisals taken care of while we're here and we're just cleaning things up?
If I recall correctly, I do have one thing in my inventory. Let's see, ingredients. That's just listed as blue-green gems.
Oh, okay, yeah, you could definitely have those appraised.
Well, then
Let's
yeah.
see. Weird. I don't have any blue-green gems here that are listed as something that you haven't done. Let me look. So I think they must be. Ooh, wait. I think I know what these are.
It's blue green.
Just in case, can somebody make me a jeweler's tools check, investigation, or arcana?
Yeah, I can do a jeweler's tools thing.
Well, thank you very much. I just need that before I do this.
True boy.
It's a 13.
Okay, 13. And you said, Alex, it was what color?
Blue-green.
Blue-green.
Like blue-green.
I'm imagining that these are. Yep, they are already listed, so you may have just forgot to do it, but that would have been enough. They are each a 50 GP zircon. And I believe you already figured out what their potion effect was.
Oh, I don't have zircon listed in my thing of gemstones.
Well, zircon is now over in the 50 GP section of your gemstones. They are medium strength boost to divination and medium strength reduction to divination.
God, there's so much in the journal.
Right? It's my fault, honestly.
Gem. There we go. Gems. Okay. So I currently have 12 of those. Let's see, do I have that? Yeah, no, that's not listed in my notes.
Okay. Huh.
I know there was one the last time we went through and did it that I rolled dismally on and we didn't actually identify it.
Maybe.
but I couldn't remember what it was.
Ah. Okay, so I'll get you the updated stuff for divination at some point there. I just have to get that added to the list, because apparently I didn't write the actual effects for divination spells. So maybe we didn't go through it, but I had it listed as we had. Well, regardless, do we have any other things that need going through?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Well, I can think of either.
Okay, well, in that case, if anybody has anything that they want to do, go through, or have checked during the break, just take a look through your inventories. If you don't know what something is, or you have to, like, get it, done, go ahead and send it to me over Discord, and I will go through it with you, have you make some checks, etc., etc. Until then, this is the perfect time to wrap up on this first episode, and we will get back next week when Parker is hopefully available. If we find out that he's not, we're just gonna have to go through with it. Like, I hate to say it, but if he has to move it to a different day, he needs to let me know, or otherwise he's just going to have to step out for the time being. We'll have to talk with him about that. Regardless, I hope it doesn't happen either. I want him to be here to enjoy the rest of what's going on for him. In either case, we'll see everybody next week, and I guess we'll just sign off and say bye. See you later.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.
It was fun.
Wahoo!
All right.